going on, buddy? Cameras are hot, by the way.
Gotcha.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. I'm just triple checking because my audio settings are being a little weird tonight. So, you know.
Gotcha.
It's always something. It's always something.
I'll try. You can hear me now, correct?
I got you, yeah.
Excellent. I'm trying to gotta play around this a little bit. I got my new laptop up, got a external camera, which is why everything looks prettier.
Oh, nice.
I've got
all
the little toys.
I was gonna say, you look shockingly good. Yeah.
Well, you know, I've got to do something to compensate for the horrendous lighting that you've been giving me at the studio.
God damn you, sir! I'm a professional designer.
You are pale. I am painfully pale. So I mean, as I've said, my skin has actually been used as a bounce board for a close up with another actor once.
That is fair. That is fair. Oh, we got Matt. What's up? We are live. Just giving you a heads up.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's coming in hot tonight, whether they realize it or not. So you know, but let's not tell Joe though when he logs in. So maybe he'll tell us more dirt about what's going on.
And have him lose
Joe
his
fired?
job.
I mean, possibly, yeah. You know, I mean, dude should you know, be more aware. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to do something a little different tonight. I'm actually making index cards, tracking cards. I'm gonna try and do this old school because I realized, among other things, I gave away way too much information last week with the initiative orders, the initiative tracker, and the encounter tracker. And frankly, I've got too many fucking windows open at any given time. It's been driving me insane. So, you know.
Does Roll20 not allow you to hide entries in the initiative tracker?
You know, I mean, supposedly it does, but I've been having a tough time getting that to work right.
It should also, like, if we have our tokens highlighted and we roll our initiative, it should automatically put us in there for you.
Yeah, it should.
Interesting.
I mean, I know it should do that. Nate, how are the kids?
We should practice that.
Good.
Cool. I'm all down here by my lonesome tonight, y'all. I came down to the theater. I brought Brutus down and everything. I was like, I'm gonna see my friends tonight in person. This is gonna be exciting. And you know,
I figured that it's just been kind of a busy week, and that you were, you know, gonna be probably broadcasting from home because.
Well, you know, the funny thing is tonight's we have a class in tomorrow. And then I don't have anything until the weekend, I don't think, which is okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But actually, I need some grunt labor, and I'm going to pay. I need grunt labor because I just bought about $7 worth of galvanized steel pipe for my light grid. And 84 feet of it in 421 foot pieces. So I'm going to replace the crappy aluminum that's hanging up there with some galvanized steel. And I'm taking delivery on that this week sometime. They're going to call me probably tomorrow and let me know when it's coming.
When will you need help with that?
I'm going to need help getting that up. And then, oh God, I've got some new speakers I got to get installed here. I got a new thermostat today. I got a Nest thermostat off of our local Buy Nothing group, which is cool. Somebody was giving that away, so I'm going to go put that in over here.
Nice.
At the space. Yeah, very excited to finally be able to not have to drive all the way down here because some asshole forgot to turn off the AC when their rental was over. That'll be great. And then what was the other thing? I'm just doing like a whole bunch of. Oh, and I got to do some maintenance on my stage floor. There's a panel of the stage floor that's kind of sagging in the middle, so I was gonna pop it up, pop it out, and put in a new 2x4 brace under it, and then put it back in. And then of course paint the psych, possibly paint the stage. I've got to do I got to fix a hole that somebody punched in my stage left wall. because like you do. So I got to patch some drywall, and that's just the stage. That doesn't include all the other shit I got to do. But there's a good amount of stuff to be done. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for some help. I do have one of my regular assistants, Hannah. Hannah's going to come by on Wednesday and help me basically try to continue the effort that we had been starting on, Matt, that wound up kind of like not getting finished. So going back through all the cables, I'll probably find the cables to that monitor finally. But I'm setting all the time aside to get all that sorted out. And I got somebody else who's like, we left some HDMI there, and I'm like, oh god,
it's gone forever.
Yeah, it's like in my good luck is all I could say. So yeah, but how's everybody else doing? Joe, Joe, give us some inside dirt, because we're not like streaming live or anything right now. You could say whatever you want without
I don't think I have any exciting inside dirt to give you. I think I mentioned last time. So yeah, we got by CJ, which is a giant South Korean conglomerate, and yeah, nothing. It'll become legally official in a month or two, and then we'll see what happens, if anything, with the company. Maybe we don't have to drive into Beverly Hills 5 days a week. Maybe we move.
Joe, just FYI, we are live.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic, by the way. So yeah.
Son of a bitch! My secrets, my beautiful secrets. No. So I ended up staying up till midnight last night. I got a couple of my theater buddies over for board games. And the second one we played lasted like 3 hours or something. Pretty cute, but it was great to see people again. It's only like I think that's maybe the third time I've played games in person with anybody since.
Oh wow!
I mean, I've seen people, but I haven't actually sat down and done games for a while. So that was really nice. A little tired, but whatever. Rick doesn't need to be.
That was one of the big things that got us through the pandemic. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep talking over you, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. No, what were you saying? I apologize.
I was just saying I don't need to be fully awake for Brick to cause havoc. So
that is true. That is true. Well, I was saying that game nights were with our other potted couple was about the only way Jen and I got through the pandemic, because we were just like, we had every Friday night we'd come down here to the theater since nobody was using it. We'd set up a table just like we did when you guys came down to play. We'd set up a table and sit in the middle and just play like Villainous or whatever else people brought down that night. We did a lot of Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride was the big one. So we had a lot of fun with that. But yeah.
A solid choice.
I thought so too. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. All right, cool.
I like the addition of music. It's a good.
I concur, and I think I plugged it last week. But if you guys have not watched We Are Lady Parts on Peacock, that show is. I think Joe, you said you knew of it.
We are Lady Parts. No,
We Are Lady Parts. It's a joint production, 6 episodes. One of the best written comedies with heart I've seen in a while, and some of the best use of VO. It follows the lives of 5 women in modern day London who are different levels of devout in the Islamic faith, who are part of a punk rock band called Lady Parts. And you follow a lot of the main character. She is someone who's struggling between being devout and like kind of finding her way in the world, who's a PhD student in microbiology, who is secretly like a really good guitarist, but because playing music in public is haram, she like hasn't been doing it, and she finds her way into this band, and it is so good. They're like 22 to 25 minute episodes, 6 episodes. Season 2 is already ordered, and it is one of the freshest takes on storytelling and a lens into an important part of I think normalizing different religions than Christianity and people's movement through them. It's just can't recommend it. So good. So good. We are Lady Parts.
We are Lady
Parts. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm also only 3 episodes into what's the League of Legends.
my God,
which is
so
it's
good.
beautiful.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Matt, didn't Alex Yee work on that? I could have sworn I saw that on his Facebook. Like this was one of his projects that he was like one of the producers on it.
Sorry, what?
Alex Yee worked on the League of Legends series on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. The arcane thing?
Yeah.
Yep. I saw that pop up.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, that is working on my new laptop. Everything should be much faster and smoother.
Doing that all night.
Well, I like making these index cards because it's also forcing me to reread and reread again what all these abilities are. So it helps me make sure that I'm not going to have screw-ups like last time when I'm running so many different things at once. Well, it doesn't guarantee I'm not going to screw things up, but
it lowers the chance.
I'll have less of an excuse.
Well, I figure we have basically three options. I don't know if we can crawl the other part of the dungeon without a rest because I think, well, Adam wasn't here last week, so he has all of his slots. But I think Greysoul has spent his slots. I've spent mine. Seneca, should he arrive late to dinner, spent all his slots.
I have a few slots left, but I think using those for some AoE healing before a rest would be a wise idea.
Unless we took a full rest. I burned a few 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's all tracked on your sheet, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I think we got 3 options for basically taking a long rest. We can either go into the locked room, which I believe we have the key for. I have the ring key for off of Triel and lock up in there, or use Seneca's tiny hut to make it nice and safe for us. Either, near which he has as a ritual, which doesn't require slot, either on this side of the water or on the other side of the water. Yeah.
All right. I mean, those sound like decent plans.
Why not put the hut down in the lock?
I mean, we could. I mean, I think that does sound like the only reason not to do that is depending on whether people would just try and flee the ruins. But if they try and do that, I would know about that because Dawn, my beast, my awesome steed, is not too far outside of the cave entrance. And since she's less than a mile away, we can talk to each other at all times. You're never alone when you're a paladin. You're never alone. I just gotta look at what it is as a, because I think it levels up twice more for that as a paladin of what I think it's like maybe a quarter of your paladin level of the CR of the mount. Of course, it does have that pesky thing of, I think it says GM dependent of what kind of creature will it allow for you at that CR to summon.
If we take a long rest, we go up a level, right?
Nope.
Milestone.
Milestones are a bitch, man. I'm realizing that more and more.
Do you go up after a long rest if it's XP?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you take a nap and you're like, wow, I feel smarter, stronger, more robust. Know all these spells.
Meanwhile, I wake up for a nap and feel more tired.
It's amazing what a good night's rest can do. I love this. I'm reading a bit of an article. Let's say that Steve Jobs' daughter is, is nothing like her dad, and yet I don't know how much you guys know about the world of equestrian and jumping. She's apparently one of the top jumpers in the world. That doesn't come without a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, hey, you know what that time is?
Anywho.
You know what that buzzer means? We will definitely learn more about Steve Jobs' daughter and everything that comes with being a top world equestrian at our break, I suppose. But that timer means it is time for Brutes in the Shackled City. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg, DM Greg, and I am your Dungeon Master this evening. Welcome to Brutes in the Shackled City, episode number 48. Oh my God, we almost have a year's worth of episodes here. That's incredible. We are hopefully wrapping up tonight Chapter 3 of the Shackled City Adventure Path as a 5th edition campaign. Flood Season is the name of the chapter, and right now the Brutes are trying to strategize as to how they're going to handle the final wing of this cultist hideout that they're exploring deep within the ruins of Cauldron. But before we get to that real fast, I'm going to make a couple of shameless plugs here. As I mentioned, my name is DM Greg. Well, DM isn't part of my name, but it is the title. I am a professional dungeon master with Mastermind Adventures. You can find me at mastermindadventures.com, along with a host of other incredible dungeon masters that you can hire to run a game like this for you and your friends. I have a major campaign going on right now that I'm kicking off. It's called Secrets of the Barrow Maze. It's a West Marches campaign. So that means that I want more than just one party. We're going to have 5, 6, 10 tables worth of players hopefully exploring this at any given time. I'm down to run multiple tables a day. Let's go. Check it out, secretsofthebarrowmaze.com. The website is up now and will be linked to my booking system this week. So give yourself the gift of game this year. Get a Mastermind Adventures membership or gift certificate for someone that you love, and come and roll at my table. I would love to see you. We got Johnny Spalta in the chat tonight. I see you there, buddy. Johnny played a Barrow Maze session recently, along with a couple of the Brutes. Had a blast. It was a pleasure having you, sir. Yeah, but you know what? This isn't Barrow Maze tonight. Maybe we'll do a couple of Barrow Maze sessions on the stream later this month. We are doing Shackled City tonight, and that is with the Brute Squad, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the members of tonight's Brute Squad. We are down one guaranteed, possibly 2 Brutes, but we might be getting Seneca late depending on if work lets them out or not. But let's talk about the folks we do have here this evening, and let's start with Joe.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Beefcake episode.
Beefcake!
Brutes in the Shackled City. I am Joe McMahon. I play Brick, the Black-Scaled, Dragonborn warrior berserker. Once dead, now not, on a path of redemption, still enjoys walking blindly into rooms for profit and pain.
Nice. Glad to have you here tonight, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Birch in the frozen north. Joining us from the frozen reaches of Michigan, huh?
Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside?
We didn't hear that.
25 degrees, but when the wind blows, it's 13.
Oh, screw that.
So
Yeah.
you're fine up until the wind moves and you realize you're dead. Hi, everyone. I'm Adam. I play Birch, Human Druid. All I saw of last week was I turned into a little creature and I went into someone's pocket, and then I stopped watching because I thought it'd be too meta for me to know what happens from the inside of a pocket. Hopefully I will emerge, someone will poke me awake, and I can help in some way.
Well, I tell you, it got real bad last week. I almost botted you. That's how bad shit got.
Oh,
So-
no.
And you know how much I hate doing that.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how many more gods I can mortgage your souls to. So, we still have to figure that out at some point.
Details.
Well, yeah. Well, we're glad to have you back tonight, buddy. We'll get you caught up and get everything going. And thankfully, you are one of the characters right now that still has some resources left. Because let me tell you, everybody else pretty much blew everything they had and then some.
We didn't rest after fighting those 20 guys that were coming in on us 2 weeks ago, right?
No.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm limited. Let's put it that way.
But you still have like more than everybody else. Everybody else is pretty much spent. So
okay.
Yeah. Speaking of those who are spent, Nate, how you doing, bud? You being
good.
the rogue
all
just
my
full of
spells
stabs.
abilities.
You could just go all day.
I can do this all day.
All right, Cap. Yeah. How you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing great. I play Lorenzo Lidu, the rogue. And yeah, I guess I'm the only one ready to kill things. Everyone else wants to go take a nap.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Alrighty, and Mr. Matt. Mr.
Hello?
I've got a new hotness and a new god.
I do have a new hotness, and actually that is part of the reason why my character is not completely spent, is because for the majority of our time down here, I couldn't use my Cleric spells, so I still have a couple of slots left. But I play Greysoul, the half-elf celestial warlock and life cleric of now Helm, instead of Leira, and I think he's enjoying that a lot more now. At least Helm hasn't started talking any trash in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Are
you used to that? Is that a thing that happens often? You hear a lot of trash talk in the middle of the night?
Yes, from the god, from the dad, from other random voices. Greysoul's had an interesting ride for the first 18 years of his life.
That is, I suppose, yeah. I for a second there, for some reason, I thought in real life. I was like, why? What's going on there? But no, of course we're talking in game. So yeah. All right. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. Hello, I'm Paul Masterson. In this world, I am Sir Feldruucan Vorkrist, the Golden Scale Dragonborn Paladin of Helm on the Oath of Vengeance, which I just struck down and strangely I'm keeping alive for justice to be served with the person who I had just been on my most recent Oath of Vengeance, Triel, who murdered the High Priest of the of Helm in Cauldron. And it got a little hairy there for a bit last week. So we shall see. We were very close to a TPK, I think. But
just because some midget that could concentrate on spells while casting other spells and had a spider fetish almost killed us all doesn't
I
mean we had
screwed
to
up
break a
one
sweat.
spell. I screwed up
well,
one.
can't you? You can still cast. You just can't cast other concentration spells while you're concentrating on a spell.
That
you
is
just can't do two concentration spells. So yeah, if I was thinking about that.
Case, yeah, the only thing I did was I left his invisibility up too long. But he had, and then because lightning bolt is not a concentration spell, so
no. But yeah, I think unless he has a ring of greater invisibility allows you to stay invisible if you are casting, or do all of them?
Well, no, I had him turn invisible and move backwards behind the harpoon spider was the one thing that I did while the phantasmal killer was up. So that's the only thing that I actually screwed up.
Anywho.
That wasn't terrible because you guys couldn't even see him in visual range at that point. I was more just being paranoid. But yeah, okay. Well, anyhow, it looks like we got Seth hanging out with us tonight, listening but still working. Sorry, buddy. Damn, that sucks. Sorry to have you. We miss you this evening. I know that the rest of the brutes all wish you were here. And Lauren, who plays Tarafirith, is also not here tonight. She is visiting family at the moment and traveling and is away from her rig. So, hope you're having a great trip, darling, and enjoying the East Coast, enjoying the cold of the East Coast. I'm sitting here in LA where it's it's evening now and it's in the 50s, but it's typically been sunny and 70 during the day. I moved here for the damn winter, or I moved here for the industry. I stayed for the winter. So yeah. So that's what's going on there. Are we ready? You want to do this?
I think we're ready to do this. And if Seth is watching, that basically means if we needed his assistance, etc., he can chime in. Yep, I would do that.
Well, I don't want to distract him from actually doing important work, but if you want to throw in if you want to throw in the occasional,
Tiny hut?
suggestion, Seth, I'm definitely not going to say no to that. Oh, and somebody's chatting with us on Twitch here. Lo siento, hablo inglés solamente. Somebody's chatting with us. I can't tell if that's Spanish or Portuguese. They look pretty close in the chat here. What do you guys think? I hope this is nothing obscene.
Portuguese, they're just asking what we're doing.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Well, we're about to play some Dungeons and Dragons, so thank you so much for joining. I hope you get to chill out with us. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy the show. So, with that, who wants to do the recap and fill Adam in on everything that he missed?
We blew everything up.
Yeah, I mean, we killed. Oh man, there were spiders. So many spiders and guys with bows, and they're all dead. Like they're all dead. Someone dropped a fireball in an enclosed space. I'm not gonna say who, but he's not here. He's got singed fur. Yeah, we did. Like we slaughtered everybody. Like it's just death on a shockingly large scale. Some really terrifying spiders. I don't like spiders. Yeah, and we haven't even explored the entire area yet. But yeah, just so much death.
And we got magical items at the end.
Oh. Did we? I must have fixed it.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
We did, yeah. There's a small bevy of things.
Not sure what we entirety of what we got yet.
Yeah,
that sounds
that's
right. I wake up for the loot. I like it. Just in time.
And I think we have 5 out of, is it 8 wands of water controlling?
You do have 5 out of the 8 wands. That is correct.
Okay. All right.
So,
is that enough for us to leave, or do you guys want to keep going?
Well, apparently everybody wants
we were
to keep
feeling wholesale murder.
I mean, yeah, the completionist wants me to go through every single room and find all the loot. But we can do that for a bit. But we got the wands. We got what we came for. So.
Well, we think that the 5 out of 8 is enough. We're not sure. We know also. I mean, I've got the ring to what I believe is the door that was locked, the enchanted lock room. Hopefully, there'll be more stuff in there. But we do also know that these guys are from a homicidal death cult, who are super duper bad news.
And just to point this out, Seneca did say that he thinks that you guys might be able to accomplish the job with 5 based upon his examination of the wands. That was confirmed last week.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm certainly up for some more exploring. I mean, we should make sure that there aren't any, dangerous individuals who might head topside and threaten the local innocents. So a little more delicate.
I mean, you guys, everything I'm hearing is just that you guys want to keep killing. And you know what? I can't.
We're not murder hobos. Don't put us into that corner.
I'm not putting you into any corner, buddy. You're the one who's painting yourself into that corner.
So,
I'd be curious of Seneca if those missing rods could be used against the 5 that we have to make it so that the 5 we have are not otherwise effective enough.
What was that?
Wait, huh? I don't know if I followed that.
Alright, so we have 5 of the 8 rods. And if we peace out now, because that's technically enough, what happens if the baddies that we leave alive use the other 3 to kind of negate whatever it is we're trying to accomplish with the water control?
Very good point.
Then we're up a creek without a raft, or paddles, or 3 other water control rods.
Touche. All right, well, let us keep exploring. That sounds like the plan right now. So let's do that.
And so great. So we've got torches now, and we saw the hidden spot that I guess the halfling have been popping in and out of. Using torches, etc. Are there any other hidden areas in here that, having found one, of seeing kind of what the design of one is, what the others would look like if there are any in here?
Well, do me a favor. Make a investigation check. And the DC's been lowered because somebody
passive investigation is 12.
Your passive investigation is 12. 12 is a passive investigation of 12 is not going to be good enough to detect anything. like in this area. But let's see, Lorenzo and Birch might be spotting a few things. Give me a second, and let me just.
So my active investigation is 16.
You let me know if you want me to roll something.
Well, hold on one second, because I am going to just triple check and make sure you guys got everything here of interest.
Yeah, I don't know about investigating, but I can perceive like
Yeah,
crazy.
my passive investigation's horrible, but the perception's really good.
Yeah.
All right, 31. All right, well, as I mentioned, in the room with the spiders, Nate, you found some stuff. And you haven't had a chance to really examine that, so we won't talk about that. But you did find the treasure hoard of the harpoon spider. And Seneca, are you taking the time to examine or identify the items in here? Casting Identify as a ritual, etc.?
I think we said yes last week. And the question was whether that amount of time ended up being a short rest or not.
Yeah,
It
it is 10 minutes per item. Or no, 10 minutes per item if you're doing it as a ritual, by the way. It's not just one. It's not just identify all of them. So you can get a little selective here, unless you want to go like identifying every item in the hoard. Because what I will tell you is that you found 500 silver. If y'all want to write this down, I promise I will actually put it in the Facebook group tonight too. But 500 silver, 450 gold, a dark wood and silver masterwork lap harp, a very, very gorgeous diamond ring, a jade idol of a halfling god, a shield that seems to be incredibly fine and of enchantment quality. What looks to be more so than a potion, more like an elixir, and a magical elixir of some variety. And a pair of bracers. And of course, you found a wand that etched in the bottom, etched across the hilt of it is labeled property of Church of Helm.
Found a what that had underneath it?
A wand that on the fat end of the handle of the wand is etched property of the Church of Helm.
I thought you said last week we found 2 sets of those bracers between the loot on Triel, the halfling, and the treasure hoard.
Oh, that's right. I haven't even gotten to the personal gear, though. That was just the treasure hoard. But now the equipment on the villains that you slew.
Lightsaber.
If you want no light...
Give it up, man. Give it up.
Cannon.
We're not getting a lightsaber, guys. Come on.
You just wait until we get that lightsaber.
I
Or
have
sun sword.
questions. I have questions about the shield you speak of. Oh my goodness, my dog is.
You want me to run Star Wars 5e? Because I could do that. I mean, if you want lightsabers, I'll run Star Wars. Okay? But until then, it is a hilt of spiritual weapon. I mean, if you're going to say it right. Okay? Anyhow. Or a sun sword. But we're not playing Ravenloft. Now, looting the bodies of the villains here, the 2 bosses that you took on at once. First off, on the halfling, you found a pair of bracers, of course, a pair of goggles, a pair of very nice slippers with a spider motif, 2. I love you, Seth, but sometimes you find a way to troll me even worse when you're not here. All right. All right, 2 pearls, a wand, 1, 2, 3 potions, a leather pouch with 58 gold and 4 platinum, a key ring, and another wand that also says property of the Church of Helm. Right, and that was on the halfling. And now for Triel. First off, that heavy flail that she was wielding was silvered and magical from the looks of it. It actually did glow with an angry red fire. Not literally fire, but an angry red evil glow to it. She had 3 wands on her that were labeled property of the Church of Helm. So that's the 5 that you have recovered. She had 1 potion, a wand, a scroll. Actually, the scroll she'd already used. Pardon me. That was a scroll of healing, and she had used that to help recover from the first time you guys killed her. There's another scroll though, an ever-burning torch, a holy symbol, a silver holy symbol of Hextor. Not Hextor. Bane. Pardon me, because Hextor is the original Greyhawk, and we're doing Forgotten Realms here. And a leather pouch containing 30 gold, 4 plat, and a keyring. So, awful lot of stuff here. What do you guys want to identify? And first off, are you guys taking a short rest or a long rest?
I think a short, like if we still think there's danger here, I mean, I think it's a short rest.
Give me, how do you guys want to go about determining how secure your area is right now?
Well, we're in a, what? Oh, I lost the map.
I can go look around.
There's 3 entrances to the room that we're in right now, right?
Do some exploring.
Let me see if my.
I'll let you know when you hit a trap.
I do not have. Oh wait, there we go. Aha. You'll let us know when we hit a trap.
Yes, when.
All right. All right. So we came. All right. So hold on. We came up from the north. So this should be a. All right. Well, I mean, this is.
I think the easiest thing for us to do would be just basically going back to either the right by the water, but we know there's a fiend in there, or basically taking the gondola back up into the tunnel and pitching a Leomund's tiny hut so that anything inside can't get past us, and then we just come on back and clean up.
I mean, it looks like we're in a dead end here, so this would be a good place to.
Oddly enough, you're not, Greysoul, you are not on the wrong layer.
I was just blind, I guess. I can see the map now, though.
Oh, okay.
Brick is going to recommend that we go into this alcove here and do our stuff and just have a couple people guarding the entranceway until we're all up and running again. It's a very, very defensible position.
I can guard for a short rest.
Is that so? That's what you guys want to do? Is you want to take a short rest back here in where the harpoon spider lived?
I mean, I guess the question is,
well,
how many people are
like that?
How many people are going to be benefited by a short rest? I'm fine. I mean, I don't know if anyone. No one's going to get. We got HP
people
back.
Trained in spells are not going to benefit at all.
Yeah, warlocks benefit from a short rest, but nobody else.
Right. Really. We don't have any warlocks.
Spellcasters.
I get some spells.
I'm a warlock. I'm a tiny warlock.
You got a half warlock.
Oh,
I haven't
gotcha.
used my pack slot yet, though, so I wouldn't. I still have that available.
All right.
I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Seneca is completely spent.
Yeah, I think that's part of why I was suggesting that we basically pop out. If we can jump forward, I mean, basically jump to he gets back several. Oh, Seneca does. Okay, great. Well, then we'll take a short rest, and I think those of us who don't need to rest can guard the choke point.
Seneca doesn't need rest. He just needs to run off ahead and set up all the traps.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll take a short rest here, so that people can use some of their hit die if anyone needs some healing.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna take a short rest,
I am not. I'm gonna act. I think Lorenzo is also
No, I won't.
actively guarding.
I am going to take a short rest.
I will stealth in a corner and wait for something and shoot it if it comes around the corner.
So your short rest is going to be an hour, correct?
Yep.
All right. Show me, everybody diagram. Oh, she's dead. She shouldn't be on the map. Diagram where you're, take your positions as to where you are resting. Everybody?
Shitting me?
I think we're huddling back in the hidden area. And then, so, is the choke point here. So I would be, I think this
we got a
choke point here is where, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And Lorenzo being, oh, that's right. You have your night goggles, your goggles of dark vision. So yeah, you're okay.
And I can put the ever-burning torch here.
All right. Where are you putting that?
Here.
Okay. So I'll just use that as the ever-burning torch.
And I think everybody else is further back to the what would be to our right behind us, which has been cleared out and has the hidden area.
Gotcha. Birch, where do you want to be?
Good question. Where's the entrance where they come in from? Or where did we come in from? Okay. I'm definitely taking this short rest, so I can't be near the entrance. I need to be somewhere safer.
Okay.
Is that okay?
There you go.
All right. Watch, it's not safe at all. It's all a trick.
It's never safe.
Never safe.
All right. And Greysoul, you're taking your rest, right?
Yeah, might as well.
But he's going to be tucked in, back.
Yeah, stuck in back over here. Okay, cool. So you are able to move. Cool.
Seth wants to make the hut that we could all sit in.
That's for a long rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we could also do that for a short rest. I mean, it takes the same. Yeah. I mean, that does also actually, it's a ritual. So sure. Why not? You can do it as many times. So 10 minutes, that makes everything much simpler.
Seth, are you going to be taking your, are you going to be taking a short rest, or are you going to be identifying?
He's making the hut, sounds like.
All right.
And he'll get back a lot of spells, so yeah, I'm sure he's actually taking the rest.
All right. Well, what I'm going to suggest is that you guys all take the short rest. The hour passes peacefully. And then I think that the 5 of you that are present go off to explore the rest of the dungeon while Seneca and Tara sit back and... Oh, okay. Well, if you want to get the identifying done later. All right. I was going to say you guys could sit back and do the identifying and do some preparations and stuff like that and figure out how to use the wands to get rid of the floodwater above. But if you want to, we could see how botting, or we could see how me botting your token for you and you participating in the chat goes. Let's give this a shot.
You're gonna die, son! I mean, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm sure.
Okay. All right. So Seth is going to attune to the bracers. He's just figured out that they are indeed bracers of armor. So he's going to take the time and attune to them during his short rest. And yes, that hour passes peacefully. So go on ahead and reset short rest on your sheets. What are your current hit point totals, just so I have them for reference? Let's go down. Greysoul.
I'm at 36.
36. Copy that. All right. Birch.
38.
38. You are at full. Awesome. Lorenzo.
I have a pitiful 33 at full.
Okay. Seneca is at 27, according to my notes here. Seneca, were you still at full or were you down any? And then Brick?
Are we talking pre-rest?
No, post-rest.
Post short rest.
Well, I bricked both of mine, so I am currently at a whopping 24 health.
Got it. Okay, that'll be fun.
You bricked all your hit dice.
He double rolled. He double won. Yep.
Brick is haunted by visions of his past life where he did bad things.
Yep.
You only get to roll 2 hit dice?
And Feld.
You should be able to roll more than 2, buddy.
I mean,
Yeah, you should be able to roll one. I roll. I'm at full. I didn't even have to do them. 39 for 39.
Got it. Okay.
It's
Cool.
1 die per level.
Yeah, so you should be able to actually roll more.
Oh, I see. So there's 3 more. Oh, 1.
Oh, and then another. Okay, there you go. 10, 19, 12. I think you're back at full.
I am back at full.
Or 10, 19, 20,
Yes,
31.
I'm
24 and 45. So yeah, 50. That would put you at 55. So you're now.
My max is 45.
So yep. Can't heal beyond that.
Oh, that's nice. I'll take it.
All right. So I'm gonna stick Tara in the back. Actually, I think what we're going to do is Tara is going to volunteer to go check the gondola and make sure that it's still there, because you do know that a couple of the minions, the thugs, did get away, and might have either tried to sabotage it or get away or otherwise interfere with your escape. So she is going to go back over to the gondola and guard that.
Please let me know if any of them leave the cave.
Of course.
As Dawn will know.
Yep. So now that that's handled, where are y'all going?
What do you think, team? I think Lorenzo's the sneakiest. Lorenzo up front, followed by Brick, followed by me as we sneak back up towards where the locked door was.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's that door we passed that was arcane locked.
Yeah.
Yep.
See if we have a key for that one now.
I picked up a key off of. We also have actually a bound Triel, a bound and gagged and alive Triel.
Oh, that's right. She's alive. I thought you guys
She's
killed
alive.
her. Nope. She's
Nope.
alive.
She's very much heavily gagged, bound, and hobbled. And I want to bring back the body of the. I mean, it's kind of scorched, but the body of the halfling, in case there's any bounty out for him, etc., or anybody's going to know who the heck this mischief maker was.
Okay. Sounds good. And how do you have her bound?
I have her bound, basically feet hobbled, hands tied behind her back, hands tied then also to her hobbling of her feet, and bound with a noose about her neck should she try to run, tied off to the front of my belt. She is, this would be pretty dangerous prisoner war college protocol.
Got it. Okay. And when you say hobbled, so you're talking about her feet are tied together?
I'm talking about her. There's a small length of her, yes, so that she cannot run. That she is shuffling.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So you've got and this is rope, right?
She's basically, yes. I mean, we don't think we have any. She's basically she's shibari'd and not in a fun way.
I don't want to Google that. All right.
I was like, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, we're not gonna Google that. I think I can visualize what it is that you have. And is she? Last I checked, she was unconscious. But I'm assuming that in the hour that's transpired, she has woken up.
Correct.
Okay.
But yeah, as I said, bound, gagged, hobbled.
Bound, gagged, hobbled. Okay. So gagged. Noted. All right. That affects a few things.
And blindfolded.
And blindfolded. Man, you guys aren't
We've
moving
broken all our fingers.
No,
We've also punctured a lung.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zipped into a gimp suit that I keep in my satchel.
Strongly
Just
worded
this
letter to our
occasion.
parents.
Yowza. All right.
Safe word is
All right. So you guys head back to the door that was locked.
Gygax.
Yep.
All right. The path is uneventful. Let me actually put Triel back on the map here because who knows what'll happen here.
Who can say?
Yeah. All right. So. And how tight? How close is the bind to you, Feld?
I'm basically walking her. So she's to my side, or I keep her to my side and in front of me.
Okay. All right. So diagonally to the front.
Yep. And I don't believe, so we would have removed all of her weapons. I don't know what sort of funky stuff was going on. I mean, there was talk about spikes being able to fly off her armor, I believe, in the past, of people saying that she has crazy spike armor that can do crazy stuff.
Does have spiked armor. I think that the legend of said armor definitely outshines the real thing because it wasn't able to launch any spikes. Let's see. She gets the benefits of a short rest as well, though.
Yeah, but those cool. So this is where it's going to get a little bit.
Can we interrupt her short resting?
Yes.
How do you go about doing that?
I'm not
One
taking.
finger at a time.
Just
like
every 30
saying.
seconds. Just that's so funny. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Birch turns into a porcupine and just cuddles up in her lap and has a fitful resting of his own. Constantly
If we really want to fine tune that, I mean, I'll just knock her out and drag her. I mean,
you know, you were the one who was saying that you wanted to bring her along, hobbled and tied to you. So there are logistics involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she would not be getting a short rest, etc. She's not in comfort. I don't know that you get a short rest. I imagine part of the whole thing of when you're basically in a torture, a stress position binding, you're probably not getting the benefits of rest.
Okay. Well,
but DM's discretion. She certainly is not comfortable.
I'm going to remind you of the fact that you were talking to a cleric of Hexter who has a masochistic streak.
That's true.
So I'm just
good point.
Not Hexter,
empowering her.
Fane. So yeah, she might, you know, she's got a masochistic streak and definitely, you know, makes the obligatory comment on nice rope work with a wink.
I had a lot of questions.
Yeah. All right. So,
if at any time did she refer to him as Daddy?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
I'm your golden dragon daddy.
Oh
wow! Don't ever
Welcome to my treasure hoard.
Keep it nice. All right, here we go. You know, I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes evil clerics
onlybrutes.com.
Their lack of comfort is not something she is concerned about. More
Shades
like
of
murder
gold.
facing all of you is top of her list of priorities at this point. Somehow
On
getting her
onlybrutes.com.
revenge.
Sir Feldruucan Shibari Rue.
Jesus Christ.
It's hot in here. It's
I
22
am
degrees
gonna build
outside, but
onlybrutes.com. I might,
Again, it's so hot.
yeah, we'll save all of it for. We got to save that for the paywall, guys. We can't just give this book away.
That's
Okay.
true. That's
So,
true.
yeah, that's going to be that's the new motto for this kind of stuff. Is save it for the paywall. All right. So with that, let's get everybody up and going. Let's see. So she's unconscious and you are dragging her, is what you're telling me.
If it's going to be an issue, sure. Yep.
I mean, you know, you have a.
I mean, at this point, that is probably the simplest thing of keeping her unconscious and monitoring her, because while bound and basically carrying her like a sack. I mean, she's a standard human, right?
Yes.
So that weight differential shouldn't be terrible for me to handle.
Probably not. All right. So who? So we're at the door, and I'm going to say that you are. What is your encumbrance? What's your strength bonus, Paul?
As Feld, I am at +3 strength.
+3, so 5. 5 times. And what is your strength score?
16.
16. You're right. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Now then, you're at the door. Who's what is your marching order? I made an assumption here and just kind of put together.
I'm in the front.
Typically,
Okay.
I will be behind Feld.
Okay. So Lorenzo's in the front. Greysoul is behind Feld. Feld's got your guest. Brick and Birch, where are you guys at?
I'm up front,
You're up
ready
front.
to
Brick,
walk
you're up
into
front?
whatever trap or
Okay.
pit is available.
And then does this look right to everybody else back here? We have Seneca in the back with Birch. Yes? All right,
Works
that
for
works.
me.
And Seth, you're at my mercy. Sorry, bud. Alrighty. How do you guys want to tackle this door?
Do one of the keys fit in this lock?
Yes.
Like, I will try the keys in this door until one of them unlocks.
All right. It's about the third or fourth key in, but you do insert the key and turn it with a satisfying click, and the door
Excellent.
is now unlocked.
And is it trapped? If I open this thing, is a bucket of water going to fall on my head?
If only.
Give me a what is your passive perception or passive?
Passive perception is 18.
18. All right. And are you going to actively perceive?
Yes,
All right, give me a roll.
because I'm looking around at this thing just to make sure.
Yeah,
And,
all right.
it looks perfectly fine.
It
to
does
me.
not look trapped.
Okay, then I open the door.
All right. As you open the door, you do hear, oddly enough, you hear a rush of wind.
And I back up and get away.
All right.
Yup.
You hear a rush of wind, and as you look into the room, in the corner of the room appears to be a swirling cloud, or a tornado, really, like a localized tornado, stuck in one space. And you see a face kind of like emerge from this whirling essence in front of you, and it kind of cocks its head and looks at you quizzically.
Is it like trapped? Can I see if it's like locked in there or?
It is sitting. Give me a actually, with your perception check, you can't tell. All you see is this creature in the corner, and that's what you know about it. But it does not make any sort of hostile advances at you.
Well, I'm not going to shoot it if it doesn't look like it's going to injure me at all.
All right. Well, let
I'll
me
start
tell you.
back up and like we got some sort of wind thing in here.
I will tell you this: the room in this air, or the room in this, the air in this room, the air in this room is fresh. While it's a little warm, because you're inside of a volcano, so this tunnel has been warm and humid. The air in here, in this area, is dry and nowhere near as foul as the rest of the cultist hideaway. There's a well-made desk sitting against the opposite wall from the door, which looks like it's been partially melted by an ancient lava flow. The opposite wall, not the desk. That's a very poorly placed descriptor right there. A bookshelf sits against the northern wall, and the room is very well lit by a softly glowing continual flame that hangs from a chain set into the ceiling. And yes, you do see this creature whirling next to the desk. Almost like a sentient elemental air filter.
I like it.
Does anybody know what this is?
You guys want to give me nature checks?
Sure. Oh.
10, 30. Okay, Feld. Yeah, you paid attention in War College when it came to outsiders, and if you're going to squeeze up there with your charge, I will say that you do recognize it as an air elemental.
Huh.
Birch, you're like, wow, that's amazing. I don't know what this thing is.
And do I know anything about air elementals? Whether they tend to, be good versus bad, bound to things. Whether there's any reason to be to think that it'd be hostile versus being captive. Does it make sense that something like this would be down here?
No, it makes no sense that something like this would be here. This is an extraplanar creature. Although you are considering the fact that in this room is an enchanted flame, and a desk and books, and what looks to be a bound extraplanar creature. Oh, and give me, Feld, give me a perception check since you're looking in there. You don't notice it until it's right up on you, but you suddenly feel something brush up against your ankle, and you look down, and there's a tortoiseshell cat rubbing up against your ankle, and meow, meow.
Are you a prisoner in here or something?
And does this look at all like
Pet the cat. Pet the cat.
like Seneca's familiar?
Negative.
Oh.
Seneca, you want to give me an Arcana check?
Hey Seneca, you want to try setting it on fire just to make sure it's not your pet?
Hey, that fireball that Seneca cast was
We wouldn't want it
fantastic.
to
That was
live if it
excellently
was-
tactical.
Yeah, but we're talking about when he blew up. I mean, he's got. God Almighty! Oh no, that was
No, that was Birch. Who
that was
blew
Birch
up.
who blew up the last underground headquarters of bad guys. Yes, you guys have a theme and a track record going at this point. Jesus Christ!
Animal cruelty. Terrible people.
Spiders
Says
are,
the
are
war
kind of
criminal.
spiders are universally bad.
You know, just to give Seth a little defense here. You know, says the war criminal. I'm just saying. So, all right. That cat is on. Okay, you're not literally setting this cat on fire?
No, it's saying that cat is on fire.
Okay, I hope. But yeah, never read the YouTube comments. You were legitimately becoming a YouTube comment section there for a second, Seth, and scaring me. All right. So yes,
Do I get
there's
set to
a
not roll an
cat.
arcane?
Give me a wisdom check. Anybody who's looking in this room right now.
Wait, how do I do it?
Actually getting decent rolls today.
Yeah.
Oh,
D&D Beyond must be broken.
right.
Roy likes my new computer.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you communicate so much more quickly. We're going to give you nice rolls.
There you go. Yeah, it's like Ethereum mining, you know? It's like, oh, you're fast? Good. We like fast. If you are second place, you've already lost. I will tell you this. You guys are looking in here. clearly, obviously, this is like the the private space, a private sanctum that belongs to the wizard, and potentially that cat may now be a familiar without a master.
All right, can I go into this room and search it to see if there's anything that can free this elemental?
If no one is going for the cat, Brick is gonna go get it and pick it up.
You're gonna pick up the cat? Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the cat.
Give me an animal handling check.
So you just grab it? They just let you do it?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to pick it up. I'm not gonna like violently grab it. I'm being nice to it.
Okay, so yeah,
Lorenzo.
I gotta like kneel down and look at it and give me a and come here, baby. And maybe you hold out a little bit of like dried meat ration or something like that. And she kind of like comes over and like nuzzles up against you. And she allows you to pick her up.
All right. I'm assuming I'm big enough that I could actually put her on my shoulder and there's enough space there for her to actually sit. I assume Dragonborn are fairly thick, right?
What's that?
I assume Dragonborn are fairly thick build-wise. Like I've got pretty deep
you've
shoulders.
got like you've got some shoulders to you.
All right. I'll just let the cat hang out on my shoulder then. So my hands are still free for weapons.
We'll see how long this lasts. All right, cool. Wait until the AOEs start going off. Man, we got a prisoner, and now I got to start doing like all the grappling and AOE shit on you guys.
Like you got an evil, got a familiar to a genocidal acolyte. What could possibly go wrong?
Let me see.
Maybe that's outside.
So, getting back to this though, Lorenzo, you are going into the room, yes?
Yes, I am. I'm going to look to see if there's anything to free this thing. And if I can't find it, I'm going to look in this desk.
Okay. As you walk into the room, the elemental changes its posture a bit, and you kind of hear the sound of roaring wind emitting from its mouth.
I'm not holding up weapons, and I'm kind of looking around.
Okay. Give me a... if you want to try and communicate with it, so you're trying to... Up here is...
Yeah, like I look unarmed, looking to see if there's anything I can like... There's something holding it there, or...
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, please.
Persuasion.
Because you don't speak the same language.
There we are. Disadvantage. There we go.
All right. All right, so you come in.
Violating my own rule of going into the room first.
Yep, and you start looking around. And as you are looking about, it speaks up one more time. Speaks up one more time. Do you continue? Yeah, you hear it roar again. Do you continue with your current course of action?
I'm not moving any farther than where I am right now.
Okay.
Well, while this is going on, I'm going to give my prisoner to Seneca to put a paw on and switch to my shield, put my mace in my belt. So I hear this. I'm going to try and speak to it in Celestial to see whether it understands Celestial at all.
Okay, so you're where are you right now? Because right now I see you. I've got you in the hallway. I've got Brick at the door.
I'm just going to slide past Brick.
Okay, so you're coming into the room as well?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to poke my head around so I can speak and see if speaking Celestial, if it responds at all. I do not have the Triel with it.
Okay. you approach, you come in, you hold your hands up, and you have your shield and your mace in hand, and you come
My
in.
My mace is in my belt. I'm
your
not
belt.
having
Okay.
yeah.
So you have your shield up though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come in, your shield with your shield on. You're speaking in the celestial holy tongue of your god. At this point, the elemental, you could see like the face kind of cock back and forth between both Lorenzo and Feld. The eyes show no comprehension of anything that it is that you're saying. Since you're both paying attention to it, give me an insight check, each of you, real fast. Okay?
Is that going to insight check?
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. This creature is about to attack. You've negated the surprise round. Roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, that can't be a surprise anyway. So.
Well. All right. All right, Greysoul, what'd you get? You got 21.
Yes,
right.
I did.
Feld got a Birch got a 6. Lorenzo got a 24.
Feld got a 15.
6. Seneca is going to abstain from this, because he's guarding a prisoner.
Yep.
He's engaged in guarding a prisoner. And Feld with the 15. All right. So 24, 21. All right. First to act is Lorenzo. Greysoul, you are on deck.
All right. Since I know this thing's about to attack me, I guess I'm gonna get the first shot in.
Okay.
And so I will use my rapier since I'm right up next to it.
Got it. Go for it.
And someone's next to it, so I get advantage, don't I?
What's that?
Do I get advantage since someone's within 5 feet?
Yes, you do.
26.
That's a hit.
And so
All
that
right.
would be a critical one, so that would be 19 damage.
All right, yes, you stab into the wind, and oddly enough, even though this is a creature of air, literally made of gas, you do find your weapon finds purchase in substance and manages to disrupt it somehow. Still don't understand how the physics of this work, but it actually does roar with pain.
And with that, I am going to back up 5 more feet to give people more room. And that's it.
All right, Greysoul, you're up.
Am I allowed to hold my action until Feld and Brick have kind of moved into the room or made some room for me?
Yes, if you wish to hold your action until after they're in the room, we will do that.
Okay,
All
I
right,
will do
Feld,
that.
Feld, you're up.
All right, so I'm just going to slide over, clearing the room for more people to come in. And I'm going to whackety smackety with my silvered mace.
All right. That's a hit.
And I am. Nice. So that would be that's my double swing.
Mhm.
7 and 7.
7 and 7. Both hit. All right. The bad guys. Lorenzo, the air elemental is going to engulf you.
Sounds fun.
Yep. I need everybody to make a... actually, I need Lorenzo and Feld to make DC... Or I need you guys to make strength saves, please.
I need you to make a wet your pants.
Everybody
save.
or just the two of them?
Just the two of them.
Okay.
The ones in the room right now. That's a fail.
I rolled a 12.
And that's also a fail. Okay. Cool. You both are going to take... Oh my god. Take 1 point of damage each.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle that.
But you're both knocked 10 feet. So you guys gonna because you don't have 10 feet of room in this space. You guys are each gonna take an additional D6. And I rolled a 1 on the D6, so you each take a total of 2 points of damage, and you are both prone for the moment. Okay.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Yep. So it basically knocks you both on your ass, is what it's done. Man, really, I'm so like in awe of just how terrible that roll was.
I'm just imagining this room right now is like one of those hurricane capsule things.
Yeah, at the moment, everything is getting blown about. Books are getting blown off of shelves. The continual flame is flapping in the wind, creating a weird kind of like bad club strobe effect. But because it's a continual flame, it won't go out. Brick, it is your action. You just watch Lorenzo and Feld get thrown across the room, slam into the wall, and slide to the floor.
We don't have minor actions anymore, right? They got rid of that in 5th
You have bonus action.
Bonus action?
That's the closest you got to a minor action.
Can I use my bonus action to take the cap off my shoulder before I charge into the room with the wind elemental?
Yes, you can.
All right. I'll very carefully pick up the kitty and be like, I'll be right back. Daddy needs to go kill a monster. Put the cat back down.
All right.
Then I will, not with a lot of faith that I'm going to be able to connect since it's made of air, but we'll try anyways. I will head on into the room and have a go with my what do I have left?
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Warhammer. Yeah. All right.
18 hits.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. Oddly enough, you actually do connect with some solid. You connect with something solid just in the middle of this thing.
Interesting. All right. Let's see. Maneuvers. None of that stuff. Oh, that's really useful. Okay, so we'll just do damage. So 4 damage, and I will yell over my shoulder. There's something solid in the middle. We can still hit it, even though it's made of wind or air or whatever the hell this thing is. And that'll do it for me.
Alrighty. Hold on 1 second.
I'm surprised I hit it. I would have. Maybe it's a substandard air elemental. Not at
Well,
full speed.
these air elementals only have damage resistance to non-magical. They don't have damage immunity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you do know that that this is a being, that there is an energy that keeps its form together, and the theory is that you are actually disrupting the form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Greysoul, you're up.
Yes.
Your held action goes off before Birch, and you find yourself a very crowded room. You could hypothetically walk over Feld and Lorenzo, but they are prone on the ground at the moment.
Or blast over us.
Or blast over.
Yeah, I can see the air elemental here, so I'll take a few
You are
shots at it.
shooting through an ally that is Brick into melee, so you get disadvantage on the attacks.
Disadvantage, okay. That's fine. Let's see what we
Rick can
land.
take it.
Well, is there a chance that it hits Brick, or I just have disadvantage in hitting the air elemental?
I'm going to say that you've got disadvantage because you're trying to avoid hitting him. So you're trying to avoid hitting Brick. So you get disadvantage on the attack. But if you botch it, will you actually hit Brick? Okay. How about that?
I love you, Brick.
That's okay. I love you too.
How's a 19? Tickle you.
With the disadvantage, you got a 19. You son of a bitch. All right, that's a hit.
Okay. All right, 4 force damage.
Now that does full effect.
All right. Next attack.
That's a botch. Roll your damage on Brick.
All right, here we go, Brick.
Big money and a whammy. Big money and a whammy.
5 5 damage.
Take 5.
Hold on a second, guys. I hear somebody at my back door. I have to check this real fast. One moment.
Gotcha. Somebody's knocking at his back door. Should we let him in?
Not cool, man. It's not cool.
Onlybrutes.com.
Only Brutaka.
Looks like there's another door in here too.
Yeah, where is the air elemental? I'm in the dark a little bit.
Oh, it's west of me.
Right there.
Oh, it's in that little room. Oh, crap. How am I going to help? If you guys are all crammed in, I'm not sure what I could do.
Well, you can either shoot over us, or you can walk over. Depends on whether you want to do it. Go at disadvantage on whatever you're throwing, or there's the corner. You want to.
Sorry about that, guys. Sitting alone in a dark theater by myself in Koreatown in the middle of the night, can't be too careful.
Yeah. Everything
All
good?
right. Yep, everything's cool. It was my neighbor, my upstairs neighbor, who was departing for the evening and had a quick question for me. So, yep. All right. Alrighty. So Greysoul, yes, you zap Brick for 5 points of damage. Oops. Birch.
Yeah, I was just thinking I'm at a bit of a loss. I'm gonna walk over here to try to help. I don't really see everybody though.
I guess, Greysoul, do you clear the doorway for Birch to be able to fire in there, or?
I will shamefully take a step back after hitting Brick.
Would I move my guy around, Greg? I'm not seeing nothing on my map changes. Everything's still in the dark.
Oh, that's because you don't have a light source on you.
Oh.
But I will give you.
I'm more than happy to produce flame on my staff.
Got it.
I just don't think I'll be able to shoot fire in. If I go over here, can I kind of see the air elemental?
You're putting produce flame on your staff?
Yeah.
All right, so if you go over there, I mean, you're gonna have disadvantage on the attack, but yes.
Okay, and I don't see any other bad guys in these other rooms, right?
No, you do not. This area's all been cleaned out.
Yeah, boy, I don't think there's much I could do to help with the way we're crammed in there. You guys are in a closet.
Yeah.
Just cheer us on.
Yeah, hey.
Just be ready to make with the healing.
I will yell back to Birch to grab the cat. Make sure the cat's okay.
Okay. I'll also hold a produce flame. If I feel like I got a clean shot that's not at disadvantage, I'll let one loose. But
Okay,
we'll
so
see
you're
if
gonna
that
hold an
happens.
action with produce flame. Got it.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. Top of the order, Lorenzo. You are you land on the ground with a thud. You feel the wind literally knocked out of you for the moment, but you kind of shake it off and you're able to get back up. What do you want to do?
I will stand up, and I am not amused, and so I will stab it again.
Go for it.
I am not amused.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Is it always with advantage if you have an ally within 5 feet, or is it just only on opening?
I think it's just my opening one.
But you
Or
get the sneak
assassinate.
attack damage if you have an ally within 5 feet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if I hit, it's a critical automatically. But that's 20 damage.
Oh my god. All right. Yep. Okay. Yes, you actually do stab directly into the center of the storm, and you feel its essence slowly draining away as you continue to beat upon it.
And then I will do my bonus action, hide.
with disadvantage because where the fuck are you hiding?
I know. That's why I can't do anything else.
Yeah, but give me a stealth check. I'll let you do a stealth check with disadvantage. Go for it.
23.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, you managed to get yourself like crammed under the desk.
I am hiding behind brick.
I mean, that's a good place to hide.
Yep.
You know.
There are worse places to hide.
Yeah, you basically like pull brick down in beside you, and you'd be like, "Here, hold me." You know. Here, just cover me real quick. All right, Feld, you're up.
All right, can I slide basically over here, clearing a little space?
Sure.
In that small pocket there. As I get up, and of course I'm gonna go whackety smackety.
That's a hit, and that's also a hit. All right. Got it. All right. All right. It did not recharge its ability, its AoE. So now it's just going to go old school smack. That's actually, it should be a +6, not a +5. So +6. All right. So Feld, it does not manage to get through your armor. Let me see. Brick, though, you feel the concussive force of wind buffer against you. For a whopping 10 damage as it blows you up against the wall. And it is going to basically surround you and buffer you with this wind.
Glad I took the cat off.
Yeah. All right. Now, being wrapped around brick this way, you have disadvantage on attacks on it at this point because... Yeah, essentially, it's sort of like it's grappling him, but you can actually be doing damage to brick if you're not careful. But hey, it's a good news. It's a good thing that brick is up.
Yeah. So since it's enveloping me, can I still reach where I swung last time, or is it sort of ineffectual to try to hit where I think it can be injured?
It's not grappling you. And you could also hypothetically, I mean, it's not grappling you, so it's not holding you. It's just coexisting in your square right now.
Okay, so I could do like an upward swing or something and hope to.
Yeah, or you could also.
He can move out. Yeah.
But if I move out, he's going to get a opportunity.
No, only if you leave the threatening range, which is 5 feet. So if you move more than 5 feet.
Okay, then I will move.
You move to your left, then Birch's automatic attack should fire off.
All right, I will move over here.
He's got a clear shot.
And I will have another go with the Warhammer.
All right. Well, real quick.
So disoriented by the buffering winds, I just hit the wall. I don't even get. I do like it literally spins me around. I do like a
Hey Joe.
Yeah.
Roll 1d8 for me.
1d8. Shit. Where are you, 1d8? Come here.
All right. So if I'm gonna say this. You're aiming for it. You roll and you rolled a 3. So if this square is 1 and we go clockwise, 1, 2, 3, make an attack roll. 16. Feld, his Warhammer gets redirected and bounces off your shield.
Sorry.
Yep.
I see it just in time. He steps out, he swings, but it goes off, and I manage to see it before it's coming.
Yeah.
It knocks. I see his eyes saying, "Oh, sorry." I give him a little wink,
And he knows I know it wasn't his fault.
What?
And from outside, sailing into the room.
26 to hit, 6 fire damage.
I still
Yeah.
have to go in this round as well.
I'm aware, but that was a readied action. The condition was met, so readied action went off.
Isn't this the next round?
Yeah, but this is Brick's. This is still Brick's turn because the readied action went off the minute Brick actually moved.
Right. No, my initiative was before them. I held it
That's
last
right. Your initiative was before them. Just that you held your action last time. That's what screwed me up. Okay. Well, it's going to be moot because the fire comes sailing into the room, and literally a fireball goes up and erupts as it literally sucks all the oxygen out of this elemental, and just the fire devours it immediately in a spectacular flash. And the air grows still.
Once again, Birch murders another thing.
Hey guys, I can't see from out here. Was that good? Did I hit it? Was that helpful?
Yes, Birch. That fire sucked it off. Off from the room. Just went up.
I couldn't.
Save it for the paywall.
I couldn't hear all of that.
Greysoul
I
pokes
just
his head
heard
in and says, "Phrasing."
Are we still
you
doing
blew it
phrasing?
you blew it out like a candle in the wind.
God. Somehow, I don't know. Somehow that just feels worse. All right. It's now the continual flame still flickers and grows still in the room, but the room itself is kind of descended a little bit into chaos. The desk has most of the papers and everything blown off of it. The bookshelf and the books are overturned. Yeah, but otherwise, the space is now basically undisturbed, or I mean, unoccupied besides you.
I'll check
start
out this
rolling
desk and see if there's anything inside drawers or anything like that.
All right, give me an investigation check, please.
And
Yikes.
10. All right.
My passive is 12. Yeah.
Your passive is 12, but you're actively investigating right now.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to take a look around?
Sure.
And we see this door.
Yes, you do see that door. What you guys find is that it's mostly you find a spell book, but what you find more than anything else is a lot of these writings, a lot of these scrolls and books and everything seem to be mysteries. Mystery novels, mystery serials. It seems like fiction, non-fiction, but it all deals with the theme. They're all mysteries, and that's what you. That's what, and in particular, you managed to find the book that was laying open on the desk before it got blown over. It's a mystery. It's a book that discusses the Corpru culture, who occupied these ruins before the cult came in, and the mysteries surrounding the Corpru and what happened to them.
I'm going to suggest to the group that we just grab the papers, etc., and put it into the quiver of holding / our bag of holding that we've repurposed.
Mm-hmm.
To look at a later time, and to aid to the investigation for Helm and to just whoever the heck these people are.
Okay.
Let the librarians see if there's ciphers, etc., that we're not missing and don't really have time to deal with right now.
All right. And you guys want to deal with the door to the north?
yeah, I'll check it for traps and locks and stuff like that. I got a 27 on that.
Okay, I can tell you that the door is warded with an arcane lock, but you have the keys. So you don't have to worry about the lock. Now that 27 was a perception check, right? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna switch to my while this is all going on. I'm gonna switch to my glaive.
Okay. Oh, this is something that doesn't exist in fifth edition. Allow me one moment, please.
Please hold.
Found something that doesn't exist.
You find a. I'm going to message you.
Ooh.
Sneaky times.
Whispers, whispers, whispers.
Waiting for the cut and paste of some sort of text block.
I'm triple checking one thing because this is important.
Oh.
Got it. Okay. And oh boy. You actually do find, oddly enough, as you're checking the door, you actually do see a inscription on it. You're examining the door, you find an inscription, and you start to read it, and you remember somewhere in the back of your mind the magic of runes and warding. Give me 1 second because I'm going to put it here in the... There you go. I just put it in your DMs.
Okay.
The DM just slid into your DMs.
Oh.
Only on onlybrutes.com.
It never gets old, people.
Okay, I don't quite know what that means.
You know that if
I Mr. Clean Magic Eraser this, do I get rid of it?
I mean, it would take more than that to dispel it. This would actually take magic to disable this.
Have you used a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser? Those things are magic.
They are. I might need. I'm gonna ask if anyone has magic to remove magical traps. This one is definitely trapped.
Yes, Seneca's face.
Seth, does Seneca have any sort of dispel magic or anything like that?
Let's see.
Okay, no dispel magic. Is there a way to like tie a rope around the handle, everyone evacuate, and kind of pull it open from a distance?
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. You've
Okay,
unlocked the door.
Huh?
You've unlocked the door, so you
Yeah.
could.
So I'm gonna have everyone exit this room. I'm gonna tie a rope around the handle. I'm going to back up as well to the entrance there and pull it open.
Okay, give me a strength check.
I'm gonna hand the rope to someone else, and they're gonna.
Not Greysoul.
I can assist him.
Okay.
11.
With assisting him, it should be with advantage, right?
Yeah. Well, now, make an assist check, and then he can roll it with advantage. Yeah. So, but a 10, but over a 10 is good enough. So you open the door, remotely, as it were.
Yep.
Nothing happens. The door swings open freely.
Huh.
Okay. The door is open. And I'll wait for other people to go and check it out.
I guess that's my cue.
Well, wait. Does it mean? I imagine this is where Seneca would basically mage hand. They use the old mage hand trap check, as he was doing before, smacking along and seeing if it sets stuff off, which is a cantrip.
Okay. I will say that Seneca goes and uses Mage Hand, and nothing happens to the Mage Hand.
All right. I look at Brick and I say, "It's you or me. We think it's fire or acid."
I mean, spiders. I'd say poison. How you feeling? You feeling good?
I feel like if it's going to be anything, it's probably going to be fire. But
I say, why don't you? I bet that wind elemental, air elemental, took the breath at me, quite literally. Why do you take this one?
sure.
I'll
Okay,
check I got some sort of
I'll check on the
snake, but like a filter from Instagram.
I'll swap to back to shield and mace, and I'll
Okay. So you go up to the door.
Yep.
All right. Lorenzo, do you point out the trap to him?
Yeah, it's a root on the door. I'll say that. That's why I'm having everyone back up so the door opens.
Okay. Feld, how do you approach the door, and what do you do specifically?
If it's runes, being someone who casts magic, would this be an arcana? Would I be able to recognize this rune?
Uh,
I can tell you what it is.
What kind of rune is it?
well,
It's a
actually, you know
CPS.
what, Nate? Before you go any further on that,
Yep.
I need you to make an Arcana check
I'm
because
really-
I might have given you too much information. Believe it or not. Yeah, you know that it is an enchanted rune of some variety, but you don't know what.
Okay. Yeah,
Pardon
it's a
me.
rune.
Yeah. Feld, would you like? First off, yay, Nat with the inspiration. Natalie the inspired. Natalie the inspiring is here for the stage. Thank you, darling. But too late to re-roll on these.
Yep.
We're gonna dub you officially Natalie the inspiring because that you are the best like that, darling. All right. Feld, you go up
Yep.
and examine this, yes?
Yep.
Oddly enough, it looks like it doesn't look like celestial. It doesn't even look draconic or any of the usual magical tongues. It looks like it's a line of poetry. You're examining this, yes? You're reading it?
Yes.
Okay. You're kind of like, I don't see what the big deal is here. It just looks like a regular old piece of, like poetry or something. And as you get about halfway into the reading the line of text, I should have had. Hold on.
It seems as though it's something that goes right into the mind.
Hold on.
Mind bullets.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some flavor here. I'm going to drop some flavor up in here. The text reads, "They reckon ill who leave me out. When me they fly, I am the wings. I am the doubter and the doubt. I am the hymn the Brahmin sings. The strong gods pine for my abode." And as you're reading this lovely bit of script, it's like, I don't see what the big deal is. It starts to shift. It actually starts to slither almost, and you see the text, the ink, or the runes kind of merge in a way and slither up. I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
All right.
Oh shit. Okay.
I will use my inspiration to.
Not have that happen.
Well, we'll see.
Still not good enough.
All right, let's see what happens.
Very exciting.
You are engulfed suddenly. The snake bites down onto your arm. You are suddenly engulfed in a shimmering amber field of force. You can't move. Paul, time for you stops.
Did he open the door yet?
You guys actually see an amber flash in the room, and Paul is engulfed in, or Feldruucan is engulfed in a glowing force field.
Okay. This is magical stuff. That's not my forte.
Birch, you want to go check this out? Birch or Seneca?
Check what out?
I mean, Feld surrounded by a giant glowing thing.
I mean, this is beyond Adam and probably beyond Birch. Do you think we can attack this thing?
It does not appear to be doing any harm to him.
I'll
give me, and you guys give me Arcana checks. How about that?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Wow, that's surprisingly good for Brick.
Well, Brick, let's just say this: with an 18,
Greysoul's gonna get me out of this, or Seneca if he comes back.
Brick, with an 18, you suddenly remember your in War College, the one day that you didn't, the one morning you showed up because to your morning class because you weren't hungover. It was your freshman year. It's okay. They talked about They talked about booby traps you can encounter. He is in an amber field of energy, a force cage, as it were, and he is in stasis, essentially. He is in a state of suspended animation, unaware of his surroundings.
I turned to my party members, guys. I remember this from War College. He's in like an elemental cage. Like he has not experienced time right now. He is like frozen. We need to get him out.
Is there anything?
Well, the other thing is that they told you is that the spell is basically permanent until it expires or until you do something to release him. And that something to release him is probably a very strong magic.
So he is essentially stuck, guys, unless we get some. This is permanent, unless we get some really.
No, I said permanent until it expires.
Until it expires.
Do we think
Which
it's
you don't know how long it'll be, but the more powerful the wizard that cast it, the longer it could be. It could be a week.
Do we think it's tied to something in the room? Is there a gem or a crystal or a drawing or?
No, this is Brick knows that this is a trap spell. and that's literally what it does. It basically it's kind of like a thief's worst nightmare, because the thief is stuck there until the owner comes back.
Oh.
So the caster
and there's
the
nothing
caster
we can
types that
see
if
in the
you release them.
room that it could be tied to.
No, it doesn't work like that,
Okay.
because now the rune is actually burned away.
Oof.
Hmm.
I think in War College is the point where you write stuff on their face and things, right?
And TP them, yeah.
Can we move him?
I don't know. You want to try?
Yeah, I will go into the room and
Poke him with a stick.
test. That's even better. Yeah, no, I'll take my warhammer and sort of poke the glowing energy around him and see.
Your warhammer connects with Feld's armor.
All right, then I will try to touch it with my hand.
You can touch Feld's armor.
Interesting. All right. He seems good to touch,
drinking,
guys.
You're gonna. This might be a little bit.
Worst case scenario, we can. I guess we can carry him back to the church at Helm. Looking into his face, does he? He doesn't. He can't. Well, no, that's right. 'Cause I know
appears to be
time is
frozen
stopped
in a
for him.
moment.
I know time is stopped for him.
You see, like the faintest smirk as he's reading what looks to be interesting poetry and doesn't understand what there is to be worried about.
Okay, so guys.
Well, okay. I'm not a very powerful wizard, but I can dispel magic, and I'm willing to try. Would you guys
can
like
dispel
me to?
magic, eh?
I can, as a matter of fact.
I would definitely recommend us trying that then.
I
Okay.
can cast it at 3rd level, which isn't very high, but I haven't leveled up in 8 months. Because we are not good at finishing tests
I'm gonna
we are
drop a
given.
dungeon on you guys, and you'll never level up again.
I'm blaming us, not you.
Uh-huh. Okay. And let me just triple check.
I mean,
Okay. You know what? You cast it. I'm assuming that you walk up and cast it.
yeah, I guess so.
You cast Dispel Magic. The field disappears.
Huh.
Feld,
And?
no time has passed, according to your perception.
What a strange poem. Oh,
And now it's gone.
where did you all come from?
You were like-
Feld, it was great. Oh, it was so cool. You remember in War School that one week when they were talking about trap fails and they had the sort of prism, the power prism.
Yeah.
You were in one of those. Birch got you out. You're fine now, but it was super.
Oh, thanks, Birch.
Oh, it was great.
Thank you.
Alonzo wanted to draw mustaches on your face, and I said no.
That checks out.
Yeah.
All right.
Since we've disabled the trap, shall we go see what's in the room?
Okay.
Yep.
This room, like the last one, is fairly cool and dry, very comfortable. There is a small halfling-sized bed, nicely appointed, sitting against the north wall. A thick carpet covers most of the floor. More bookshelves line the walls here, their shelves sagging with books, tomes, and scrolls of all shapes and sizes.
Loot the hell out of
Let's
this room.
start rolling the room.
All right, give me a round of investigation checks.
Not perception, a look.
While you guys are doing this, I'm going to recommend not touching anything that seems dangerous.
Okay.
I can't do that many more times.
All right. Man, y'all suck.
It's because you make us roll investigation.
All right, but I didn't realize that this party was so challenged when it came to. All right, well, Brick, tell me how you toss the room. Like I said, there's a big bookshelf freestanding. There's the bed. There's the carpet, and there are some wall-mounted shelves.
Carpet like a rug or like wall to wall?
Yeah, like there's a very plush rug that takes up most of the center of the room.
lift up the rug, see if
Yeah.
there's any trap doors, grab the bookshelf, bend it over so all the books fall out, see if there's anything behind the bookshelf, see if anything fell
Okay.
into the books.
Brick, you see, as you are looking at the back of the bookshelf, as you tip it over, you notice some writing.
Can I read it, or is it just
Yes, hold on 1 second.
having learned nothing from the last trap?
I love thy
that-
music, mellow bell. I love thine iron chime. To life or death, to heaven or hell, which calls the sons of time. Thy voice upon the deep. I need you to make a dexterity save. I broke the meter, just for you.
Birch is in the back prepping his last 3rd level spell.
We're fine. Brick's been doing really good today.
Yeah, Brick's been doing good today. Let's see how you do on this. What is the DC? I keep putting the damn book away, and I need it.
Hopefully that also means another door for an area.
And you actually narrowly avoid getting bit. And the snake poofs into non-existence. And sadly enough, you do not get to finish the poem.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you can't win them all.
Yep. All right.
So I guess we look at that wall.
Yeah. Behind that wall, though, with an investigation check of 16, you do find a little pocket, small leather-bound book, and a wand. On the hilt, it reads, "Property of the Church of Helm."
And another spell book. Seneca's gonna get spells. And anyone else who can read out of a spell book.
Yep, there are spells in there are spells in them. Our spell book.
There's spell.
Yep.
All right, we throw that into our bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, assume.
Alrighty, guys.
Any
Where's
other books? Yeah. So what do we think? Do we want to? So have we heard back from? Can we go back out to the main area? Right. I mean, I think before doing heavy fighting with anything, this means. I turn to the group and basically say, I imagine this means this was the halfling's room, so that would mean Triel would have her own room as well, with more objects, and she was the leader. Perhaps we should either here or across the area to make sure no one gets out, take a long rest and clear that area. What do we think?
Seems
Yeah,
reasonable.
probably should look for the rest of this. There's 2 more wands somewhere hidden around here,
Yeah.
and this other person's gonna have a room, so we probably go ransack that one, find another. Did we go to this room that's right across the hallway?
Yeah, you did. It's it looks like quarters for some of the
Okay.
minions that you slaughtered wholesale.
Then the only other way I know we haven't gone is that hallway that had the big trap in it from where we fought all those guys.
Yeah.
I think if we go up this way, it'll take us right there. Isn't it, like up that way?
Right, but I guess the question is, do we want to fall back to take a quick long rest so that all of our people have all their slots back?
There's another door over here we didn't open.
That's up to you guys.
We just did a short rest.
Right, but none of our wizards have. I think I'm going to go out to the gondola and see whether the gondola is still there and what Tarafirith found.
High or low?
Low.
All right. I'm going to say that the gondola is still there. And Tara is standing there. Yeah, what's up?
I think we're going to make a strategic withdrawal and do a full rest so that if there's terrible things in the northern portion of this fortress, we are prepared to meet it. We found another wand. Just
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm good with that. All right. So where are you guys holding up?
I think we're going to do some quick gondola rides back to the other side so that we can, using our tiny hut, we can basically create a choke point so nobody can get out.
Gotcha. Okay. Now here's the thing about the gondola. You guys can the gondola is controlled from the booth at the top of the ledge on the other side. Is what you're discovering. That's why they have guys who are up there all the time. So, I need someone who you have to basically send somebody up to climb up, shimmy up the line.
Well, we can either send Seneca. There we go.
All right.
If someone's doing shimmying, I'm going to give them guidance.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That guidance will be don't slip and fall to your death.
That's valid guidance. Okay.
Such sage advice.
Right? It's 18 years of wisdom speaking here, guys. I've seen some shit.
And multiple gods. I mean, that's
Plus a d4. All right, so it's 18 to start, and then
Plus Tabashi movement. After a short rest, he would have zipped right across all that.
it's just between uphill and downhill, and it's climbing versus normal movement. So there's a different speed for climb. Yeah, he only climbs 20 feet per turn. Hold on.
He has a climb speed.
Yeah, he's got a
Future
climb
reference,
speed of
I could just like
he's got a climb speed of 20 feet.
You know, I
Also,
have these
Birch can turn
flipper,
into an animal and
spider
fly
fighting.
right
I could just walk up it.
And I can do
Yeah,
all
but you
sorts
haven't
of
identified those slippers yet.
Oh, I thought we did.
No, I gave you guys the treasure list, but Seneca hasn't taken the time to identify any of the other items beyond the bracers yet. And actually, he didn't even really identify the bracers; he just threw them on. Dashing and feline agility, you get 80 feet in one go. Yeah, it's 100 feet. It's 100 feet to cross it. So that second check stands.
Inspiration.
All right, Seneca, you go with burning your inspiration? Yeah, you could do it in 2 rounds. The first round, he's burning his inspiration. Cool. We shall re-roll.
Does he also get guidance from that distance?
No, I rolled the guidance on the first one. But that'll do it. All right, Seneca.
Guidance is touch as well, so I gotta like pat you on the butt and say,
Gotcha.
don't mess up.
Go get
Good
it,
game.
bud. Yeah. All right, Seneca, you have a scary moment as you get close to the top, where you think that you are over the ledge and drop, and it turns out you are just shy. But with your feline cat-like reflexes, you dig a paw and your claws into the edge of the cliff and manage to pull yourself up. And pull yourself up onto the ground with a hook up. Nope, no problems here. After about a minute, well, and now you're in a position now where you can actually start bringing people up. So who's climbing into the gondola now?
I will get into the gondola. Having not been able to write it down, I shall write it back up.
Okay, Brick is going in. Who's next?
If everyone's going, I think everyone's gonna pile in.
Not everybody can go.
Not everybody can fit at one time.
Oh,
I mean,
And you have a prisoner.
probably send. I mean, between break. I mean, because having 2 people to turn, it'll be a bit faster. I mean, Here's the question, Greg. I mean, do we want to go through all this, or are we going to take our break here and basically say we got a long rest and we came back down? Or...
There's a very specific reason why I'm determined.
Okay.
We could take our break after we determine who goes up when.
Doesn't bode well.
Rick, do you want to take the prisoner and Tarafirith, and then we'll wait.
Did we check if the gondola is trapped?
Well, you guys wrote it down to begin
We've
with.
rode the gondola a couple of times.
I know, but you said people escaped and might have done something.
We don't know if they actually escaped or not.
I'm not afraid, Bridgekeeper.
Shall we
no
examine?
mental
Well,
pings
as you're
from
saying, no one's gone yet. So if we're worried about, shall we check the gondola for traps?
Can I get a perception check on the gondola, or an investigation check rather?
Either or.
Oh, that's a 5-point swing for me. That's much more on brand.
All right, the gondola does not appear to be trapped. All right, so the party going up in there is Brick, Triel, and Tara. Yes.
Yes, and just to be clear, as they're going up, I am talking with Dawn in my mind, asking her whether anyone has come in or out of the cave.
Copy that. Noted. You do not. You receive a. Actually, hold on a second. High or low?
Hi.
Actually, does Dawn have a perception skill?
It would be Warhorse, but intelligence would be the intelligence gets increased, I think, to 7. Can communicate.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to look up the finer points on this, but let's give everybody take 10 real quick, and we'll be back. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and bring it on back. You got everybody here? Seneca, you still chilling with us in the chat?
I think so. It said he's made it to Portuguese.
Portuguese, and he's got that in Spanish
That's
before
Spanish.
you give work. All right.
Yeah.
Poor buddy.
Let's see.
That's
Hopefully it's
rough.
cut and paste. Google
Got
Translate is 100% accurate, right? That's all you
Always.
need to use.
Yeah, it'll be
Absolutely.
totally fine. All right, and we got Seneca too. Cool. All right. First and foremost, your warhorse. Let's resolve that real fast. You say you left your warhorse out there in the pour. Did you leave it in the pouring rain? Where did you leave it exactly? And what were the exact orders that you gave?
So the exact orders, well, we're in constant telepathic communication.
Yes.
So I mean, her instructions were to monitor the entrance and to remain hidden
Hidden where?
wherever she thinks is best. She's a horse. I mean, so
Okay.
she's an unusually
Horses are
smart
natural
warhorse.
sneakers.
But it's I mean, she's a crafty warhorse. Wherever.
All right. It's a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it, creating a non-occupied space within range. Warhorse should form the celestial fey or fiend, and I'm assuming obviously it's celestial.
Yep.
It has the intelligence of 6 and has the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak. So, which language did you have it speak?
Draconic.
Draconic. Okay. All right. And it has an intelligence of 6, which is not smart. Okay. I'm making that clear. This is not a smart animal, and you are having it be. It's out in the pouring rain, in the dark. A warhorse does not have any sort of night vision. But go on ahead.
But you do you. You do
Cool.
you.
I'm putting it out there. Okay.
Okay.
I have rolled stealth checks, and I will tell you that your horse has nothing to report. All right, versus your horse's
Cool.
passive perception. All right. So, and cool. We have getting into the gondola. We have Brick and Triel, and as the two of you get in, it starts to sag pretty heavily because you have a Dragonborn and then a Cleric in plate armor, a fully armed Dragonborn and a Cleric in plate armor.
We removed her armor. She does not have armor on. She does not have any armor, any weapons. She's been thoroughly searched. She would not be allowed to have her armor on.
Okay, so you basically you're stripped her naked, essentially.
Yes, to her undergarments. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she has no armor. Great, makes it even easier. Awesome. To adjudicate this. So she has been stripped of her armor and everything else, and she's been tied up. Perfect. It still sags under the weight of a Dragonborn. I don't want to have to do anything with Tara, so Tara is actually going to see the sagging and swaying of the gondola and say that she'll take the next one up.
Fair enough.
So, would anybody else dare to ride with 3 in there, or would you guys prefer to send up Brick and the prisoner?
And in the looming,
Wasn't Tara going to join them?
Like I said, I'm not botting Tara. So she says she sees the gondola swaying and sagging under the weight of 2 already, and she says she'll take the next one up. I'm just asking if anybody else feels a little braver and would like to go up with these two.
I'm
fine
just
going on in, guys. So
Bird should be the lightest. I'm in heavy armor.
First, you
Yeah.
can turn into a bird, can't you?
no,
Oh,
no.
you can't fly yet.
But I can swim.
Well, you don't want to swim in those waters. There's a fiend, a giant fiend creature in those waters.
I see.
And are you saying this in character out loud?
Yes.
You guys are discussing this right now. Like, keep the discussion in game. Let's
Yeah.
make sure. So I'm assuming that everything you're saying is what you're saying in game.
Yes.
Sure.
Copy.
Sure. So I'm willing to hop on. I'm pretty light.
come on in, Birch. The water is warm.
I was just told not to go in the water, but if you mean in the
It's
boat,
a Chuna phrase. Birch, just get in the car. Come on.
all
Okay.
right.
Let's do this.
right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste so much if it wasn't for all this gold I keep getting every time we go somewhere.
I hear you.
All right, 1 second. Okay. You get into the gondola, the three of you. Triel, with her legs hobbled, hands bound. Are her hands bound in front of her or behind her?
I believe we said behind, and they were also tied
Right.
with her legs.
Yep. She's yes. Most of her upper body is immobilized. It's behind her. It's not light binding.
Okay. Cool. And she's bound at the ankles. But with about like what, a foot, 2 feet of like
Yeah.
slack?
Yes.
I don't like these questions.
Right? They're very specific. Like,
I don't
I'm
like them.
trying to just make sure there's an accurate
No, that's-
picture painted before anything happens, if anything happens.
I'm happy to have shenanigans. I'm just curious to see exactly how they end up going.
All right. You shove her in. Both of you get in. There's no benches in this gondola or anything. The three of you stand. It is rather close fitting. The door kind of locks into place with a simple lock. You give the signal, and Seneca starts operating the winch that runs the transport cage. Perception checks, both of you.
Yeah.
Damn it! Why did I volunteer myself?
I am oblivious. I'm enjoying our gondola ride. It's so rare that I get to be in a. I don't think I've ever been in a gondola before. To be perfectly
I
honest,
mean, honestly, we're both pretty distracted.
Yeah,
this is pretty exciting.
you're both.
Soda Milo.
Okay.
He's really taking his time with this one, boys.
It's specific. It's all being deliberately done.
It's gonna be good.
It's all being deliberately done.
Who's got those backup characters?
I've got one built and ready to go.
As we're in the
I love how
gondola,
paranoid you guys are being about this, though. I mean, that's our, like,
Well,
like
when you're
like
taking
out
a
of
half
it.
hour for just this purpose, you're leading up to, yeah.
as we're on the
Stand
gondola, I
up
turn to
gondola
Brick
approximately
and
2 feet away from the edge.
Give me.
When
I
you're
say, hey,
breathing in, are you taking deep breaths or like?
Brick, have you
shallow?
ever met my twin brother Ash? He looks just like me.
Ash. Oh God.
We sound like, but he's like more powerful than me. I've been trying so hard to learn these high level spells he does, but like, I can't wait for you to meet him.
From how are you guys oriented in this?
It's
space?
a little boat. You said we
I'm
have
aware,
to stand
but
up.
are you guys standing with your backs to her, or are you guys standing and looking?
No, yes. We have a
Okay.
target on our back.
She's
with
unconscious.
I am.
Did you
She
put her
is.
to
She
sleep?
I declared that she
on
was
the-
unconscious.
She's
before-
lying on the
You
floor.
declared she was unconscious before you took the short rest, which was over an hour. You kept her unconscious that entire time. What have you been doing? Just batting her upside the head?
If she's woken up, yes. This is not.
You're okay. So you're inflicting even more damage upon this woman as you're.
Evil,
Regardless-
murderous woman.
I mean, at
Regardless
this
of whether or
point,
not she-
you're attacking an unarmed and defenseless subject at that point. Once they've come into consciousness again, make a wisdom check.
I
Yeah.
assume.
Make a wisdom check.
I assume, Greg, that we're both on either side of her.
I'm assuming
of
she's
her.
in front of us.
Oh, really?
She's at the head of the gondola. We're standing behind her so we can see her and both see up ahead of where we're going.
That makes
That is
sense.
my assumption.
All right.
I am purposely keeping her just on the edge of being alive. This is somebody that is, as far as an oath of vengeance, her life is forfeit. We said that we were bringing her back to face justice. This is basically as bad as they get. She is by no means, by any standard, afforded anything that a normal person would.
I just don't understand how you. I need to understand better about how you planned to keep her subdued and unconscious for all the time that you've been down there with everything that's been happening since you took her prisoner. Because it's not just been like in real time here. This has been like, how are you keeping her on the edge of consciousness?
So when you're knocking somebody unconscious, generally, if they are that close to death, they're not waking up for a while. You're checking to make sure that they're alive. They are severely harmed, and they're being just kept alive. And with the ability to see whether someone is alive or not, and the ability to pull them back from the brink of death by touch, she is being deliberately kept just on this side of alive.
It does sound an awful lot like torture.
Yeah. I mean, that could. I mean, it's
How
not
does,
being.
how
It's,
does
it's
the rest
not.
of the party feel about knowing about this? Is my question.
Greg, if you wanted to wake up and
It's
attack us, let's do it already. I hate talking about shit.
No.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
This
Wake
is
her
the
up
way
and
that
attack
chops
us, big
off the
boy.
guy's
Go
head.
ahead.
This is a dangerous prisoner. This
I do
is
not
somebody
care. Let's
who
go. This is what Greg
beheaded
wants
a
to
high
do.
priest and is trying to drown an entire city.
So
Then just kill her now.
She's on a boat with Brick and I. She's gonna get
We're
dead
fine.
real
Yeah,
soon.
you got a dragonborn and a sly murderous druid. We're good. She can be awake.
Just push her out of the gondola. I can shoot her as she falls into the water.
I can. Here's what we'll do. She's awake. She's in front of us on the ground, right? It's her at the front of the gondola. Me, Birch. I've got my warhammer jammed under her chin, so she's stuck against the wall of the gondola like this. And I will keep an eye on her, and Birch can look out to where we're going. There, done. Let's do it.
And
I got a
transporting
pretty
a highly
flame on my
dangerous
staff.
person is not
all right.
torture.
So Brick, you want to? So Brick, that's how you want to handle it?
I'm gonna have my warhammer under her chin, keeping an eye on her.
Okay.
Birch can watch
Cool.
where we're going.
What just happened? Did we lose Paul?
Paul.
Now I'm here.
Noise.
All right. Okay. So if you're gonna do that,
Yes.
put her on the ground. You got your warhammer on her.
Yeah.
All right. The ride goes up uneventfully. She mutters that you should probably just finish her off, and why are you bothering with all this?
I mean, I'd be happy to kill you, but I mean,
Then do it already.
Pardon?
Then do it already.
Feld says keep you alive. He's the smart one. He says keep you alive.
So you do everything-
The group had said they
that-
wanted to
that
bring her
Goldie-
back alive a couple of
Hey,
episodes
Paul,
ago. I said I
you're
was
not-
happy to kill her.
Paul, I'm doing a scene with Birch and Brick right now, so let me do that, and then we'll bring you back.
Is the cat with me, Greg, or did the cat stay down with the group?
You did not specify that the cat was coming up, so I'm assuming that the cat is still down.
All right, good.
All right, because you probably didn't want to see the cat like witness anything. Okay, so yeah, she lays there. She looks up at you and she says, "I don't understand why you're going through all this trouble. My soul is forfeit. You may as well finish me off here."
There is society has rules and structure. We're gonna take you back. We're gonna put you on trial. You're gonna pay for your crimes officially.
It's a waste of time. They're just going to kill me, just like
They
you
are.
could.
They are. And look, I mean, I'm trying to work on being a slightly better person. Normally, I'd just kill you and be done with it, but you know, Phil.
So what? You do everything that gold-skinned asshole tells you to do? Is that what happens here?
I do a lot of what he says. Yeah, I trust his.
Okay. So I should have rode up with the boss as opposed to the second banana. And what about you? What about you, Twig?
Oh,
That's your name, right?
you're very close. I mostly just kill things. I don't know how that happens.
Well,
They try to make things sleep, and they always die. It's really strange. Look,
well,
I think it's probably in your best interest not to talk too much. Do we have a gag?
Or
Do
what?
we have a cloth we could put in her mouth? That'd be great.
all my spells are somatic anyway. What do you think the Dungeon Master's been looking up this entire time?
I don't.
You've clearly lost your mind. It's okay. It's a very stressful situation. It'll be over soon.
You could just push me out, save everyone a lot of misery.
Look, I appreciate your willingness to die. Having been dead myself, I gotta say it's not too bad, but you're gonna have to wait. You get your earthly judgment before you get the spiritual one.
It only gives me more chances to escape, but that's fine. I will remember you. I will remember both of you. And I will remember Goldie Boy down there. And when I escape, I swear a blood oath on the Ebon Triad that I will have all three of your heads on pikes in my new home in the Mayor's Palace of Cauldron after I take it over.
Have we have heard of the Ebon Triad before, right?
Yeah. Or, well, everybody else has. You haven't been here when we were talking about it.
Okay. So does the threat of a blood oath specifically concern me at all? Is that like some serious shit that I know about wizards that you don't
Give
want
me a religion check. Not a wizard, a cleric.
An 11.
Okay. Give me an insight check. Yeah, she's dead serious about what she's saying. That if she survives and she gets out of this, she's gonna come gunning for you, for Feld, for Birch, for pretty much the whole squad. But right now, you got your hammer on her neck, and she's tied up. And she could talk all day long, but she ain't going anywhere.
Right? I don't get why you're so eager to die, and frankly, I'm not really willing to trust that. So you could just sit there and run your mouth all you want. And if they want to chop your head off in the middle of the square, more power to them.
Have it your way. I look forward to seeing this sort of shocked look on your face as I cut your head off.
Mine will be something like this.
There you go.
Good luck.
I'm going to remember that. I'm going to save that for later.
Go for it.
You get to the top of the ride. Take the time. You send the gondola back down.
Nice.
You unload her. You stand guard over her. Who's coming up next?
I'll go up next.
All right. So Lorenzo,
You're
coming up.
muted, Paul.
I think all three of us can fit.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So that's the three of you guys, and that only leaves Tara. For expediency's sake, 2 by 2. The rest of you guys get up there. All right. Now, what is your plan for? Are you taking your long rest here, or are you going back to Cauldron first? Because you have this very dangerous prisoner in your tow. My question is how are you handling this?
Well, we've already had one short rest, right? So I feel like we should probably be good to go.
We were planning on using the tiny hut to do a full rest, and go back down with basically having all of our sorcerers, as we talked about, having all their slots left to clear whatever was down there. I'm assuming that you relayed all the threats, etc., which is amazing considering, well, she's gagged now, even though she was declared to be gagged earlier. But that now after that, I would say we need to kill the Ebon Triad individuals to blunt the threat even more. We were going to go back to get the other two, but yeah, that would be my suggestion.
So your suggestion is to take a long rest and go back down?
Yeah, that was what I was suggesting before. Basically, what we were trying to do with the tiny hut that Seneca can create, it creates a safety bubble that we can see out, they can't see in, and it creates a protective barrier to get a full rest, so that if any of the Ebon Triad with wands, etc., were trying to get out, they wouldn't be able to get past the hub of the tiny tent.
So what are we doing with her then if we do that?
During the long rest?
Well, I mean, we're going to go back down and hunt down the rest of them. We're just dragging her along with us?
Yep.
And you think that's safer than like taking her back and then coming back and killing them?
I think the main risk is having any of them be able to get out with the rest of the wands, etc. I think that is my thought, but
we think we have enough wands to help the town. Though. I mean,
Seneca has already confirmed that you guys hypothetically have enough wands.
Let's get back as fast as we can.
Yeah, that was actually
wet
confirmed at the end of the last session.
Let's do
it was
that.
confirmed that we thought they did, and then we also said we didn't know whether using other wands could negate those wands and what else was going on in terms of these people.
Well, now it's 6-2.
Yeah.
Greg, how far are we from the town? Like, how long would it take to get back to town?
A couple hours. You know, you gotta head out of the mountain. It's probably about a 4-hour walk.
I would, you know, as Rick, I would say, look, I mean, if you want her alive and she's dangerous,
I'm fine to kill her. The rest of the group wanted her alive to stand. No, I said I was fine with what the rest of the group wanted. Of that, I was fine for her to die. Much of the group wanted her to stand trial because of what she has done and what her group is doing.
Okay. Quick raise of hands. Who needs her to live and go back to town? I'm assuming Seneca was one of the ones who wanted her to go back alive. Can we assume that that's a vote for going back? I'm happy to kill her, guys.
Nah,
She's
it's too late now. We can't kill her now, guys.
I'd be more than happy to strike her head from.
I mean, look, it's a 4-hour walk. We can go off. We can drop her. We can come back. I don't imagine they're going to do a lot of damage in 8 hours, or even if we spend. I don't think a day is going to do enough, right?
How about this?
All right, then
to help expedite things, you send a small crew with her that is non-casters, and you leave the casters there taking a long rest. And by the time you do that, you get back. You got your long rest for the casters, and we'll say that she's been deposited with the guards.
Fine by me.
That works. I'll take
Sure.
a long
I mean,
walk.
I don't. That means I don't get my slots, but yeah.
I'll gladly bring her back to town and then come back.
Okay.
Cool.
Would you prefer? How about Lorenzo and Brick take her in?
Like I will do
I'll
it. and
lash
I'll
her. I can
explain-
lash her on top of Dawn, who would know to go with you, and so that yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain that.
Great.
I really don't care if she lives or dies, and if she gives me any trouble at all, that's it. Dead.
Yeah, I'll say if she tries, kill her before she gets away. If she, yep, she's more dangerous alive than dead, as far as we know.
And I have an alert feat, which means that I cannot be surprised.
That is true. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Casters and Feld take. Let me see. Seneca, you take your. You cast your hut. I'm going to assume yes. And Lorenzo and Brick, you guys take her back on the horse. The journey is uneventful.
Yay.
You leave her with the guards. The return journey is uneventful.
Can we
8
also
hours later.
deposit the wands while we're there with the church?
Oh, you wish to deposit the wands too?
Yeah.
All
Make a
right.
trip over there. Give the wands, the 6 of them there, so we can get
Okay.
started. And
Real quick then, you show up with the wands, and Brother Rufus is at the door, and he's just, oh, this is a miracle. This is a miracle. Where's the rest? Where's everyone else?
they're getting the rest of them, which I have to go join them. Here's the wands. See ya.
Too late. You're already gone.
Poof, disappear.
Oof, disappear. Okay. Cool. All right. As I said, the return journey. No random encounters. And no random encounters for the tiny hut crew. 8 hours have passed. The only people who don't get the benefits of the long rest are Joe and Nate. Everybody else, go ahead and take one.
I have everything already anyway. Oh wait, sorry, I'm down 2 hit points, but
Oh, darn.
yeah.
I see you have a little scratch. I wipe my finger across it and lay on hands. You've got those points back.
Yay!
Damn, son.
Cool. All right. You take the gondola back down. You are now, and Tara volunteers to stay up and monitor the gondola house at the top, and be able to haul anybody out in case of emergency evac. So the 6 of you are now back at the front of the cultist headquarters. There's the entrance into the conference room, which you saw before. That has the room with the that leads into the double doors with the room with the pit trap that has been sprung. The pit still stands open. There are 2 doors to. There's at least 1 door that you see to the north here, and you've already explored the southern entrance and cleared out the southern wing. How would you like to proceed?
Probably should go north since that trap is kind of annoying. Maybe we can go around it.
All right. Marching
I
order.
think that makes sense. I
I'm
think
still a bit beat up, so I'll let Feld lead.
I'll go in the front, checking for traps
Thanks.
slowly and opening
Brick,
doors.
are you injured?
Yeah, I didn't get to. Oh wait. didn't I?
when did
You took you actually healed up because you didn't.
I
Oh,
did,
you took. Oh,
but I
you took
thought-
5 points during the last fight because of.
I
you
took 10. I took 10 from the wind.
and then 5 from friendly fire.
Yeah. So I'm back down to 30. Yeah. So I'm beefy, but I'm guessing
love
Feld's
tap,
different
Rick,
species
just a
is
love
more
tap.
beefy. So Feld first, me second is my
Okay.
my recommendation.
Lorenzo, ping the door that you're going to, please.
Sure. It is that one right there.
Okay. There is no lock on this door. It is one of the ones that spins vertically. Okay.
And I will just open the door and then let large people go in first.
Okay. Alrighty.
Lead
Who's
the
going
way, Feld.
I'm going in first, I suppose. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll
Okay.
follow behind Feld.
All right, go ahead and move your tokens. All right. Hold, please.
And stop.
Now, I want to make this clear. Lorenzo specifically checked the door, and then he let other people go in first.
Yep.
Feld, I need a dex save.
You son of a bitch, Lorenzo.
I learned never go in first.
With a 17,
17.
You step onto the floor. You step into the room, and immediately, your foot finds no solid purchase. You go through the floor,
An illusion.
fall 20 feet, and splash into water, and you immediately start sinking because you are fucking huge.
I immediately Misty Step right back to where I was.
Okay, Misty Step being a bonus action.
Yep.
That's
All right.
cool.
So yeah, you land in the water, you splash about for a second, and then you pop back out to the landing where Greysoul now occupies. I need Greysoul to make it. I need. If you guys are all bunched up here and you've got a 350-pound paladin and plate about to teleport onto you, I need everybody to here to make a dex save real quick.
Remember that scene in Alien?
Which one?
The chest burster?
Something like that. All right, and Greysoul, you make it. Lorenzo, you make it. Brick.
Well, my area has to be into an unoccupied, so it would be, basically as soon as I started falling, I'd Misty Step to the side of where I was. Actually, I can go 30 feet, so I can go back outside.
Back outside. You don't need line of sight, as I recall, right?
Nope.
All right. So you fall 20 feet. You're in 10 feet of water. You can basically make it back up to the ledge. You know what? I will give it to you that you can basically teleport practically on top of these guys. So Greysoul makes the save. Brick, you get bowled over by Greysoul, and Feld, you're gonna land right where Greysoul was. That's yeah, and you're soaking wet.
Lorenzo, you're going to need to check for more traps.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Can
That's why I have my
just-
pole arm out. In case anyone gets close to you, I can stab them in the face.
So can I? Is there a way to disarm this trap so it doesn't like the thing goes back up and locks? Or
You look into the room and the floor. Actually, give me an investigation check because there's no sign of anything. There's no sign of anything being disturbed.
It looks.
Yeah, you're looking at it. You're like, I don't understand what happened. There's nothing here. You're crazy.
No. There wasn't a floor that gave way. There simply wasn't a floor. I passed through it.
like I'm seeing no hinges at all here. I can't lock this thing in place.
Yes,
Exactly.
I didn't hear a sound either, which I can see that there's a floor, which means from simple deduction, it was some kind of magic. But
I hate magical traps.
Elementary mind, you Watson.
Anything going on over here at this other door?
I'm going to take a handful of caltrips out of my pouch, or sorry, a handful of ball bearings out of my pouch and just
Okay.
roll them through the room.
They roll out for about 6 inches and then all fall through the just disappear, falling through the floor. After a couple of seconds, you hear splashes as each ball
Throughout
bearing
the entire room.
Yeah. And actually, now do you just roll them in like from the edge, or
Or
do
just
you
like blink them.
Like scattering. Yeah, it's just.
you
basically-
scatter them?
Yeah.
They basically all go through the floor. They all just disappear as if the floor is not there. You guys now understanding what it is. The floor is mostly an illusion.
All right.
You do see like a very, very narrow ledge. You perceive a very narrow ledge around the ring of the room. But by and large, this room is the floor here does not exist, and there seems to be water underneath. Do you want to?
Friends,
you
you
can peer through the floor at this point if you'd like.
We can either honey cake the ledge, the good old honey cake,
Good old honey cake.
or find another way through.
Real quick, Greysoul, to answer your question, do you open the door to the north here?
I don't open it. I'm just checking it out.
Which one? The one that the one here, or the one up here?
Yeah, the one that appears to go into the same room.
Yeah. You if it appears to go into the same room, you could probably confirm it by opening it.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to head back over here.
It's not worth it,
Once I hear
go.
them talking about the entire floor being like that, because I was thinking maybe the door you go in kind of is what we need to figure out. But if it's the whole floor, then it probably doesn't matter if we go through that door.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna honey cake the
All right.
minding the edges.
I could go around the sides here and try to open this door across the way.
You want to the door on the northern end here?
No, like this one right here.
Oh, that one. Okay. Give me a.
Let's tie a rope to Lorenzo if he's going to do that.
Okay.
Yep, a whole rope and I'll
Give me an
go around the
acrobatics
edges.
check.
Dex check?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Good
Okay.
game, pat on the butt before you go in there.
Yeah, burn that.
How big is the gap also compared to those? Was there also a pile of the planks down at the bottom here too, or no?
15.
Pile
You're
of.
saying
I'm
no?
sorry, I'm not understanding you.
The pile of you said that up for the gap between the gondola on the top. I'm wondering if there were a gap of planks that we missed.
You don't
down
need it.
here on
The
the bottom. that
gondola
also-
sits on the ground where it lands here.
Right. I'm wondering whether there's a set of planks though also that basically are that they use to cover up the illusionary floor.
No, they
during
go
regular
around the
business.
ledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 15, by the way, for dexterity.
Okay. Yep. You do manage to get around, actually pretty handily. Hey, Nate, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Re-roll. At this point, it's been long enough. Re-roll your night vision.
What do I roll for that?
Hold on.
Is it a wisdom save?
I have the write up on this around here. Hold on. D20. Just roll a D20.
Oh, okay. 5.
Yeah, they have not changed. So
Okay.
yeah, you are still seeing ghosts and spooks as you're walking around.
Fun.
Yep. Cool.
All right. I will open up check this door for traps, which I don't think it will be. 'Cause
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this is another one of those doors that's very much like the first one. It just spins on a central axis.
And then I
There
will
is
check
no.
the
Yeah.
floor, the ceilings, the sides.
Yeah, now you're starting
Yeah.
to get a little paranoid. Good.
Good.
Good. I could feel the hate flowing through you. Real fast. Nobody wants to examine through the floor. Check out like beneath there.
I mean, we can look down. We can look down and see what we see.
All right.
Did Feld get any sort of glimpse when he fell through the first time? That might.
No, he was very much surprised, and then Misty stepped immediately. So, using his reaction to do that.
After facing one fiend in the water, I said no.
Nope.
All right.
Unpass.
Thank you for the speed date. I'm moving on.
Yep. Oh Lord. Okay. If you guys want, give me a round of just perception or investigation checks if you want to look into it. If anybody actually gives a damn what could be down there.
I don't think it would occur to me to look.
Okay.
It's just a trap.
Oh wow.
Greysoul, looking through the floor, you actually do see some sort of strange scum or ooze floating atop it. You know, it's not very bright in there, so your dark vision is mostly kicking in, so you can't see any sort of color, but like a nasty bubbling slime that seems to move about almost on its own accord down there.
I'm gonna let the rest of the party know that there's a wretched layer of skime and oozery down there. Is this something that might be sentient, like a creature?
You get the impression based on the movement that yeah, it could be. It could be.
I'm gonna relay that concern as well.
All right, Lorenzo, you open up the door into this hallway. You see 3 doors. There's 2 immediately at your sides and 1 down the hallway across the way.
And I rolled 11 to check all those areas, make sure the floor is not trapped.
Yeah, you don't detect anything.
Okay. I will step into this hallway, then I will throw a rope to, the rope I'm holding, I guess, to help people walk across the edge if they want to come this way too.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye on that ooze as people are moving around, just in case it starts climbing the walls or something.
All right, so you're keeping an eye on it. You can see that it can detect that there are things above it, and you can see that it's agitated, but you can see that it can't actually really get out of that water. So obviously this thing, it'd probably be very dangerous for anybody that falls in that can't say, I don't know, misty step out of it. But the rest of y'all, I got
that was
so
cool
excited
as
there
hell.
for a second. I got so fucking excited.
I
And then
didn't know
he
he
said the
had
two words
that.
that I just didn't need to hear. But okay. So, all right. Yeah, you don't get the feeling that this could do you any sort of harm at this point. Lorenzo, you passed the rope back. Where do you want to go now?
I'm going to help people cross over if they need to, so I can hold the rope.
Okay, but where are you going to be? Because you're on a small ledge in the doorway now.
Step right here.
Okay. All right, and it's a 5 foot by 10 foot hallway that you're in.
Yep. So I will help people across and then back up as more come across.
Gotcha. You basically have room for 1 more person in there right now, unless you start checking out rooms.
Okay. Well, I'll wait. Okay. Let me look at the top room.
Top room?
Check the door and if it's trapped or whatever. Me to do that.
All right.
18 for traps on the top one.
There are no traps on this door.
Okay.
You open the door. Yes?
Yep.
It is a bunk room. You can see that that's got bunks for about 10 people.
Are there any of those people in there?
No, you killed them all.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I will, all right, maybe I can tie the rope to something sturdy, like into the wall there. Kind of help people across.
Yeah, you could actually tie him into a bunk bed. Yep.
And so I'll do that so people can come across. And then while they're crossing, I'm going to search this room.
Rick, do you want to go? Or
Search the room. All right.
Yep.
And yeah, basically you don't find anything beyond a couple of like little personal effects and stuff like that. Nothing really important.
Okay.
do you want to go
In the
next,
room?
Brick, or do you want me to go?
Why don't you go next?
All right, so I'm gonna tie onto my armor where I've got the winch point. I'm gonna tie on a rope there to Brick. Give it to Brick. I don't want to kiss the ooze again.
Fair enough.
Even if it was just with my feet. So I hand him that rope, and then I'm gonna use the rope that Lorenzo's tied off to assist me, and look to Greysoul and say,
Could you give me one of those inspirational butt pats, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I will start crossing the.
Don't fall into the ooze.
All right.
That is.
Give me
that
an
is the
athletics
plan.
check. Yep, you don't even need the guidance. You just like you shimmy across like it's your first day of basic. All right, who's next?
I will go across.
All right, athletics, please. And actually,
Bringing
with the
something
rope,
like
let's
that.
do it with advantage. How about that? Oh yeah, definitely do it with advantage, please.
So he has a rope tied around him as well.
Yep.
Much better.
All right, running out of places to put people. Unless you guys are starting to head up into this. Brick, do you open the southern door?
Ooh, that's a brick thing to do. Yes, I'll be like, I wonder what's behind this door, and I'll just open it up.
Oh, wait, don't open it. And then he opens it.
Like a dumbass.
Yep. You open up the door, and it's another room full of bunks.
I toss over his head a couple more ball bearings just to go scattering around. Do any of them plunk
In the bunk room?
over
room
his?
I
Yes.
took, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine.
All right. Well, then I will go into that one and make room for more people.
Sounds good. Lorenzo, you're. I see you on the feed, but your token on my map has totally stealthed out on me.
I'm right here.
I don't know how that happened. That's really weird. Oh, and now you're here again. What the fuck? All right. Cool. Who's coming over next?
Lorenzo, can you check this room? And I point to that and make space for him.
Sure.
Who's coming over next?
I think I'm going to go last so that I can tap everyone with guidance as they
All right.
make their way across.
Birch, just give me an athletics real quick.
Come on, Birch. You can do it. You can do it, Birch. I believe in you. I believe in you, Birch. Come on, Birch. Do that.
All right. You get on through.
Get out there.
Perception check. That door is clean, and you are certain of it this time.
Great. I will open that door too for more room.
All right. You open the door into what is basically a very nondescript meeting room.
I'm going to do the ball bearing trick where I just start plinking them on each 5-foot square.
All right. Yeah. Plink, 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 plink. Yep. Seneca will say he does some cat-like bullshit and gets in. And Greysoul, give me your athletics or acrobatics.
And you've got a rope around you, right? Greysoul, you're using the rope.
Yes.
I'm just gonna study the other side of the rope just in case.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, you make it across just fine. All right. Meeting room. Now what? There's a door on the north side, or actually, by your perception, it's the door on the east wall. But according
Yep,
to your
I'll step
orientation.
in and check this door to the north.
All right. Check it.
It's an 11.
And 11. All right. You open up. Oh yeah. There's no trap on the door.
Okay. Then I will open that door.
All right. It opens up into what looks to be a mess hall.
I think we found the crew quarters in this place.
That is what I'm thinking.
And I will step in and check.
Give me a dex.
Yeah.
save. No, I'm fucking with you. You
I don't
want
think
west
these
wall or
doors
you
are
want
trapped.
north
I
wall?
mean, who traps their kitchen? So,
Right.
People
I'll check
who
the
want the rest of
door
the team to be on a diet, that's who.
I'm gonna check this door first.
Okay.
Can I use my passive perception for these things?
What is your passive perception?
18.
You could try.
Okay, I'll use that.
All right. Yeah, it does not look trapped.
Then I will open it.
All right. All right. Opens into a hallway.
Another hallway. I'm gonna open the other door.
Okay. This one opens into a hallway as well. Give me a perception check.
$23.
You see on this door, right there.
Yep.
A poem, a really pretty poem.
No, not from that far away. You see what looks to be a you've a symbol. You kind of recognize it. Give me a wisdom check real fast. Just a general wisdom check. And Feld, if you're looking at this, you can do so too.
13.
Since you're clinging to him. You recognize this as it matches the holy symbol that Triel had that I'm assuming that Feldruucan took and destroyed because it was a foul blight.
Oh, that's a room of interest.
It would have been held on to give to the High Priest Genya as proof of existence.
Okay. Well, it matches the sign on the door matches the symbol of her.
Possibly her quarters. Yeah.
I'll let everyone know that is a door of interest, and I'm not going to open that one until everyone's ready. And I also check this hallway for traps.
It's our new game, our new ball-bearing game.
All right. The hallway is fine.
Okay.
How are you guys setting up for this?
Well, first I'll check this door for traps.
All right. Perception. Or are you using your passive?
Nope, I rolled a 27.
All right. You almost miss it. You almost miss it, but you feel along the top of the door frame here. You feel a small button. Do you press it?
I learned long ago in the rogue game you don't push mysterious buttons.
Well, does it feel like a trap button, or
is it a trap button, or is
it a treasure button or a trap button?
Give me an intelligence check, Nate, with advantage because this is your bag.
11.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is book smarts, not street smarts. Typically, with an 11, yeah, you think that this is related to a trap.
So pushing the button sets off the trap versus disarming the trap.
Give me a wisdom check.
I'm much better at wisdom.
Yeah, a hidden button probably isn't going to trigger the trap.
Yeah, so I will push this button.
Okay. You push the button.
Spycraft.
Nothing happens. You do not detect anything happening. Nothing bad happens to you.
Okay. And is this door unlocked?
Yes.
Or do I need to pull out the key ring?
Well, no. Yes, you pull out the key ring, and you can unlock the door.
Okay. Door's unlocked, and now I'm waiting for everyone to say they're ready to go.
Let me just walk
Right.
up to here.
Is it this door or is it the hallway door?
This door.
It's this door.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's my fucking dynamic lighting lines on these map. The walls on the map are very narrow, so the dynamic lighting pretty much covers everything up.
All right, when everyone's ready, I open the door.
All right, you open the door. I'll tell you, the first thing that you notice, Nate,
Yep.
is the fact that the door has a mechanism on it. As you're spinning the door, you can see that it's actually lined with razors.
Oh.
Yeah, that would probably slam the door. Probably pin. You see a pinning mechanism and razors, and more than likely, you get the impression that this door, if that button had not disarmed it, would pin you into the razor bay.
Ooh, not fun.
Not fun at all. But you have found a large and very elegantly appointed room that is even more humid and cloying than the other chambers combined. The reason is probably a large pool of bubbling water at the southern end. There's a hammock swinging to the west of the pool above a large chest, and the northern portion of the room seems to have been converted into a small combat training ground, complete with thick mats and combat dummies. You have discovered the quarters of your erstwhile prisoner.
Oh ho!
Of my first
I
what?
think this is it's a good spot to stop it tonight.
Triel's quarters.
Yeah.
All right.
Erstwhile prisoner.
Gonna loot the hell out of this room.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know the chat's been... Seth, thank you so much for playing remote. Hope you appreciate it. Appreciate you participating here, and hope everybody else had a good time. Know that sometimes it's a little detail-intensive, but there's a method to the madness. Anyhow, once again, my name is DM Greg. It has been my pleasure to play this game tonight for you, with you. Hope you guys had fun. If you want me to run a game like this for you, book me at mastermindadventures.com. Check out secretsofthebarrowmaze.com and join me in the West Marches campaign, exploring the barrows in the Duchy of Eric. We will be back, same brute time, same brute channel, next Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully we'll have everybody back. Definitely missed you tonight, Seth. Good seeing you. And we'll hopefully have Tara back next week as well. So would love to have a full squad, but otherwise, we make do. We keep rolling no matter what. Anyhow, see you next week. And check out onlybrutes.com coming soon. Respect the paywall. All right. Night, y'all. And roll them 20s.